Hello, everyone. Welcome. Another episode. We're back. We're back again. Back again on the Pulls on Point. 87. Yeah, we've done 80. Yeah, we've done 80. Oh no, wouldn't be an episode without technical difficulties.
I know what the problem
Would-
is. I did some electrical
no.
work.
Oh no! So Ali did some electrical work, guys, and that's why he's. I'm talking to myself. I'm schizophrenic.
Nah,
I don't know what's actually
they
going
can
on.
hear me now.
Oh, okay, there we go.
No,
I don't know. I don't know what the.
I shut off the computer because I did some electrical thing. The whole 3D printing thing from last time. I built a whole fume hood, and I placed the new electrical outlets over there, and I got like 20 liters of ethanol. Don't worry about it.
As you can see, Ali has been partaking in some very jobless behavior.
Yeah. Getting expensive hobbies when you don't have money. Well, I do have money. Yeah. That's not the problem.
the best thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna be on financial audit.
Sure.
Ali, why did you spend €3,000 on 3D printing when you have no employment?
Well, because I was getting a bonus, and.
But you are €5,000 in credit. No, I know you're not. But
no.
Why did you use Klarna to pay for effort?
That would be funny though. If somebody would show up, Klarna to you for
buying ethanol from Klarna for easy payments. Only 10% interest.
Oh yeah.
God.
Nah.
But anyway.
Yeah. But I did a bunch of 3D printing with the time that I have. Now I'm still jobless and zero responsibilities.
That tends to be the neat way, right? You just have too much time, and you got to try and do things, or you just start rotting away. I know that feeling.
I showed Naretsu the pictures of, and he has seen kind of a progress how it evolved over time.
Report, yeah.
One fume hood, 2 fume hoods, covers, new electrical outlets, ventilation, all that stuff, one after the other. It's fun. 3D printing is fun. But I'm kind of running into the issue where I want models to print, but then there are not too many good ones. And unfortunately, Naretsu, Thingiverse, the hub, the thing. If you have a 3D printer, Thingiverse. I haven't looked at it in like 7 years. And it's just filled with AI-generated models, and then the description says, "Oh yeah, the image is AI, but I made a 3D model out of an AI model maker out of image, so it might not look the same as the image."
No.
Just random.
Oh no!
I generated an image, and then I generate a model based on the picture that was generated. So the description says, it might just look different. The image and the model look different.
Results may vary.
Yeah.
Results may
and it's just filled with that stuff. And besides the dreaded articulated dragon stuff.
And there's a lot. I know there's lots. You can buy 3D models, 3D printing. It's
I haven't bought anything yet, but it is kind of tempting because good models are in short supply. So I was opening Blender to see if I could use ripped game models or something, but no, it's complicated. I can see why there's a market.
You'd have to convert them to nonsense or whatever. Also, hello, Magician and Sammy have arrived. A video of a PNG Christmas present. But yeah, no. 3D printing is it's fun.
Yeah, I run out of the stuff to print with, so all the toxic ethanol is gone into proper containers now, so they don't smell as much.
Mm.
Even with the fume hood and what, still kind of the smell, the odor, the fumes, kind of
The
leak
aura, yes, the aura.
odor. Yeah.
uh,
No, fun stuff, but it's kind of I've been so busy with 3D printing, I kind of almost skipped out on anime because I'm not behind my computer in my
mm,
free time. I'm elsewhere, actual doing
mm,
stuff. Having my grandma over to visit to see my house for the first time. It's good
mm.
to have the approval of the family matriarch. Like,
Yeah,
if
yeah, good stuff.
grandma
But
agrees, it's good. Then you're good with the
you
family.
see, the real important thing though is the animes. It's time. It's
Yeah, yeah.
anime talk time. So we're not doing a video today, but we are bad Naritsu. Don't brain rot Naritsu. So we've decided that what we're going to do kind of is we're going to do like a year in review
Yeah, yeah, a
almost
short
kind of
one because
thing.
we already talked about these shows
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, a short one. It's more to get kind of like, right, what was the vibe of, right? What was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
how was the vibe of the year? So we're starting from winter. And I can see that you've got all of your skipped, dropped shows
Yeah, because we
showing
know
on the screen.
I don't watch things that you watch, so it's better to include
Well,
everything
I,
and
I,
then
I set my mark filter so that I don't see any of the skipped ones because I only think we really need to talk about shows that we actually
yeah,
watched.
you watched like Solo Leveling too, right?
I watched, Solo Level. So I've got Solo Leveling, Doctor Stone, uh, Guild Receptionist, The Cat Fucker Show, and Ranger, and that was kind of the only ones of winter that I watched. And I would say it was a pretty good season, all right, for from what I watched, right? Like Doctor Stone was all right. Solo Leveling was like I think Solo Leveling gets a bad rap. I think people hate on it a
Yeah,
bit
it
too
it is
hard.
kind of
You
getting the
know,
rap for cool to hate on.
yeah, it's a bit of a, like it's not bad. It's not horrible. At least not right,
Mm-hmm.
because it's going to continue, right? So yeah. But other than that, I think like the standout of that season was definitely Red Ranger. I feel Guild Reception is probably a close second. Uh,
I was
Both of
kind
those
of
were actually pretty
disappointed with
decent.
Guild Receptions. Where's Red Ranger? It's kind of hard with all these. I did.
That's why that see Ellie. That's why I said it so it doesn't show any of the ones I didn't watch.
Well, but then I won't see this shows. Oh, I never watched it. That's why it's in the skips. Therefore, that's why
Oh,
I have it on.
yeah, because you read the manga, right? So you
Yeah,
you
yeah,
watch it.
yeah.
Um, but I thought it was a pretty good anime, and I'd say out of the stuff that I did watch, because the Catfucker show sadly was kind of mediocre. It was pretty disappointing, honestly, because it was
Mm-hmm.
just the same gag over and over again, right? So it
Where
didn't
the hell is
really
that show?
wasn't really good. And like Doctor Stone was Doctor Stone, right? So it was fine, right, for what it was. Um, so yeah, so that pretty much like for me that was kind of my winter. Um,
So
I don't
yeah,
quite remember what you were watching that I wasn't. I don't
so
quite
Apothecary
remember.
Diaries, the mystery show, basically kind of detective show. Very good stuff. Was
Mm,
that other? I mean, Gold Receptionist. I was kind of we talked at length on how it was kind of not doing a thing, how the
mm,
initial
mm.
setup was kind of dropped, and how I didn't
A
like
little
her
bit, yeah.
and her antagonism towards not main character but would be main character guy was kind of lame. Like that she was grown
Mm.
more affectionate. I
Yeah,
thought I
you
liked
you
her.
wanted her to just hate him forever. No.
Yeah, it's so much better if she hates him, if she just gets annoyed at him. Other than that, bureaucrat to villainous, that's a funny one. Orb, I had that as dropped, but then I watched it and it was good and all and stuff.
Mm,
I did
mm.
drop like detective, Doctor Detective, because it was funny, but I don't know
Yeah,
why I dropped it per se.
just wasn't
Okiwana,
into it.
um, the
Oh
jokes
yeah, because I
weren't.
remember this was the season where you had picked up like a shitload of shows and you
Well,
dropped a bunch
apparently,
of them.
I must have because do have Okiwana show as still like maybes. I don't think this
Yeah, but
was
I
the
remember you
show.
dropped that one because you went into it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't update
From
these things.
Bureaucrat to Villainess was the best show of the season and probably the year too. Anyone who disagrees with me
Yeah,
deal with.
I unfortunately have to give it like in this
That
season.
wasn't this season. I think that comes up. Yeah, it comes up later. Because this is winter. So, but anywho, so I guess moving to spring.
Yeah.
So spring was pretty fucking good. Um,
Oh.
for me at least, spring was pretty good
Oh
because
yeah, this is
I had
also
Fire
good
Force.
stuff for me.
Yeah, I had my Fire Force, right? I had
Yeah,
my
yeah.
Country Bumpkin. I had the Dark Elf, Itchy Show. We had Kowloon, was really good. I had my robot fucking show, like Ranger season 2, Rock and Gundam, and I guess Gundam was really like the heavy hitter of that season. Plux was definitely
Oh yeah.
the big deal in spring. But I don't know. I felt like Rock was really good. I think Rock was probably like Rock and Kowloon, right? Were like the top two for me, I guess, in that season.
What's rock? Where is
Because Kowloon
way low?
Rock is a lady's modesty. Yeah, I see it.
Oh, rock is a melee's mostly. Sorry, I
Yeah, you're just blind. You've scrolled past it.
no,
You're
no. I
blind.
mean rock. I was the rock shows. Wasn't that in summer or something?
The Rock. No, it was spring apparently.
No,
Spring
Rory's rock. That was
2025.
like last season, right?
Oh, you were thinking of the Rock. Yeah, I didn't watch that one, but no, the rock,
No,
the
I see
middle
now.
rock music. Um, I think both that and Kowloon were probably the standouts. I feel like Loser Ranger I felt was a bit disappointing. It wasn't as good as the first season. A little
Yeah.
bit. It's a little bit mid. The two short Itchy shows were both. Yeah, I think Makina-san was a bit better than Dark Elf. I remember not being like because I felt Dark Elf kind of dragged its feet a bit. It was a
Hmm.
bit too samey. Like each episode is just the same gag. Same problem as Catfucker, right? A little bit.
Yeah.
And Country Bumpkin was fine. It was okay. And Fire Force season 3 again was also fine. Nothing really to complain about. They're both pretty good. But I think in terms of like stuff that I felt like stood out as like, okay, this is the stuff that I would recommend people like really get into, right? Like
Hmm.
Kowloon with the mystery and the romance and
Yeah.
what's going on.
Eerie
It's
atmosphere.
there's like some sci-fi elements in there, so mind, memories and bringing people to life, memories and stuff. It's very very interesting, very 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 nice. And then of course Rock for me was just you know it's good. It's good. And of
Yeah.
course,
This.
like I said, Quarks. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that this was like one of my heavy shows. Heavy seasons.
Yeah,
I
I can
mean.
see. I'm seeing a lot of green and a lot of,
Yeah, so like
a lot of
Apothecary
yellow and green.
Diary, that's good stuff. This show, I liked. Saw some hate from it from like was it Trash Taste?
Oh,
Some thumbnails that they hate this show or something. I don't know.
I don't know if people give a shit about what they have to say
Yeah,
about
whatever.
anime.
But beginning
Oh
after
man.
the end, like the Mushoku Tensei starts, and I heard
Mm,
Retsu, I discovered that Beginning After the End is not a web novel.
mm,
Not on Shosetsu. Unlike Royal
mm.
Road. It's Western.
Oh. Yes. I think we mentioned that. I don't remember if it was
Like last
last
week,
episode,
right?
but
Yeah, just
it was
to
like a week or two ago. Yeah, it was like a week or two ago we mentioned that. Yeah, funnily enough, yeah, it is it is indeed made by the Western man. It's the Western anime.
it is kind of. And I've heard that people were disappointed because the show is this book series is super hype and whatnot, but was just let down by the animation and the quality and the pacing and all
Mm,
the stuff. Maybe just
which is always a shame.
yeah, and I can't say for I cannot go from oh yeah, but maybe I let's excuse the faults. You should just read the books. I do it with the shows I like, but it's not okay for other people to do it with shows I don't know, series that I don't know. That's the rule, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about that. I like the girl
Yes.
boyfriend, girl friendship. I mean, which watch I kind of dropped halfway into a little bit into the second core, so like next season technically. The Panty Show, you never watched it, but I do.
I watched like a bit of it, but then I dropped it because I
Yeah,
wasn't super into it. And then you keep telling me, "No, Naritsu, you don't understand. It gets so good. You should keep watching."
yeah.
And then I never picked it back up again because I wasn't feeling it in the first half. So
Yeah, and
yeah.
I did watch like a few episodes of the Kaloon.
Mm,
Makima-san, I kind of dropped somewhere. Maybe because I already had Panty Show.
mm.
That satisfies the
Yeah, well,
edgy.
because you had Panty Show, and again, this was one of those seasons where you had picked up like a shit.
Yeah, like a Loser Ranger. I mean, we talked about how it has glimpses of the stuff that I want from it, and then it got bogged down a bit,
Yeah,
and then it's like,
it was. It's like I mentioned. It was kind of disappointing because it was not as like it was good, but it's annoying when something is like good but not great, right? Like
yeah,
it's so close to being great, but it's just like dragged by
bad
strange
pacing or
directorial
something,
choices,
because
I
the
guess.
stuff is
Yeah,
good, but
bad.
it's kind of
Yeah,
told wrong, I
it's
guess.
told bad. Yeah, it's good, but it's told bad. It's very weird.
And my hype show of the
But
season,
yes,
Shoshimin, where mysteries and the guy, the guy with the red hair got just totally emotionally destroyed. I was talking about it every episode, how much of a loser that guy was
mm,
and got
mm,
totally played and all that stuff. It was amazing.
mm, mm.
Ninja, an assassin, the good, just good, just a contrast between ha ha ha, funny, funny, and oh, actual people die. Oh no, this is a sad thing. Actually, we're living
Yeah,
in a world where assassins and ninjas exist. This is a horrible place, but we're having jokes now.
people. Yeah, people die when they are killed. Yeah,
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 and
yeah.
Gundam, good stuff, fun watch. And
Mm.
other than that, I mean, I should maybe watch Apocalypse Hotel. I've heard like it's like a gem of the
Yeah,
season.
I've heard some good things about that as well, but we didn't. We kind of passed over it.
No, and
Didn't
I
pick it
said I
back
would
up.
watch this one because it's just a movie, but I never did.
Mm.
Oops.
Yeah.
Cocoon.
So before we move into summer, I'm gonna do my conditioning cracks. So let me just come over here and just go over. There we go.
No, we
Very
don't. No, we
nice.
have no American IPs over here. It's European and New Zealand. So other opposite
I
ends.
think he's talking about what's it called, the fucking Mashoko Tensei clone thing
Oh, sorry.
being
Yes,
American. Yeah,
IP. Do you know where
I think that's what he
IP?
was reacting to.
Uh,
Yeah, apparently it is American. Yeah, apparently we've
Yes.
got the author
Well, I forgot.
as
Maybe
a
it was like
Westerner.
Brazilian or something. I don't remember in that
It's kind
sense.
of like the No Game No Life author. I think is
Yeah.
no, that's not No Game No Life. Isn't he Brazilian? I can't remember. I don't remember. But anyway, so summer was fucking packed. Summer was a packed fucking
Oh,
season.
summer was also like one of
Holy shit.
my busier shows. I see already. Yeah.
Yeah, no, summer was fucking packed, man. Like we got Dan to Dan, I got Kaiju, we got Seventh Prince season 2,
Mm-hmm.
the Trash Show, which is continuing that we'll talk about in a minute. Shield Hero, Arc Knights, Nakatashi, Cleavatress, Doctor Stone again, Silent Witch, Panty and Stocking, April Showers, and Milky Subway. Man, fucking packed season. Absolutely packed
Oh,
summer
I
was.
forgot. This was the show, Naretsu. This was. I mean, I say show again. This was one of those seasons that were really packed. So for me, it was
Yeah,
like it was Dan Dan, Dress Up, Seventh Prince. That's all kind of good. Silent Witch was kind of a kind of not Jim Stone, but like an or of the season, I guess.
it was pretty good. Yeah, it was one of the standouts. I mean, Oh, you know what I'm gonna fucking say, right? You
Yeah.
know, Cleaver was the fucking best fucking anime to come out this fucking year. Let's be real.
Yeah, anyway,
Just
but Call of the
oh
Night got dark and gritty. It feels like a end of the season, but maybe there were like a little bit more in it. Witch Watch. This was the part where I stopped watching Witch Watch.
yeah,
Dropped is like maybe too harsh of a term for what I did to Witch Watch.
it's kind of like because I'll kind of talk about it because when we go into the next season, because there was the vampire show. It's kind of similar sounding to that situation where it's like it's not like I don't dislike the show. It's just like it sort of just I just lost interest, right?
Hmm.
To the point where it's like, do I really want to watch an episode today? Oh, no, I'll
Yeah, I
put it
mean, I
off. I'll
already
do it
kind
later.
of watched
And
like,
then you just never come back to it, right?
and I maybe I
Yes.
kind of suffered from like an Endgame syndrome where I watched big Endgame, Marvel Endgame, and the big conflict is resolved.
And then you're just done.
Yeah. And then the story continues, but I'm already have to this climactic peak of the narrative structure of the show.
Yeah, I do not care. Yeah. I do not
My
care.
emotional investment has peaked. That's kind of the was the issue, I guess. And
Mm.
Yuri show, Moody fun
Mm.
show for me. It was
Mm.
like one of
Mm.
the highlights. Nukitashi, the animation, Rory Rocks that I dropped in the end. Panty Stocking that I didn't watch for half. Didn't watch half the season of. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
City.
Penny, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, go talk Panty real
No,
quick.
no, no. Well, Penny and Stocking was pretty good, I'd say. I think it definitely held the quality standard
Mm,
um to the other. But the thing with panning and stocking is it's very subjective because it's all humor based, right?
yeah, and
And it's
skit
very
based and half episode based.
it's yeah half episodes and like the quality and if you liked it is going to vary from episode to episode because there were some episodes where I was like, oh yeah, that's okay, that's fine. Some episodes I was like kind of bored, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's bad when it's like, fuck it, go on Twitter, you know,
Oh yeah.
or something, right? Like I just don't, I'm not invested at all. But then you have episodes like I think it was either episode 10 or 11 where you have like the Conan the Barbarian parody, right, with the
Mm-hmm. The
highly
Thing
great
parody.
animated, so yeah, the thing, yeah, the horror movie stuff as well, right? Like so you have like these kind of like it's kind of a mixed bag, but overall the experience is pretty good, right? And if you're into that kind of thing, right, you're into these kind of more experimental sort of shows, right,
Mm-hmm.
where it's a bit more kind of like ideas based, like hey, we've got a fun idea. Let's put a thing on Penny's tongue that cuts her tongue off every time she swears. That's funny, right? Like
Yeah.
you'd probably be into it, right? But again, it's one of those things that's hard to talk about due to the subjectivity of. Yeah, we're doing a year review, Goda. We're almost done actually. We're just doing a
Yeah.
quick kind of We're just doing a quick kind of recap to get the vibe
Let's
of the
look
year,
back at the
right?
year and in the
Yeah.
season.
So unless you got any other shows
Well,
you
let's
want to
see. The
specifically
City
talk about?
animation, Kyoto animation, the Nichi Show offer,
Mm,
good stuff, good heartwarming, super slice of life. So I can't, no grand narrative. There's no huge
mm,
arc. There's just a million interconnecting stories. So it feels like a
mm.
city in a say, ha ha ha, the name of
Yeah.
the show, and it's animated even. Never guessed that.
Mm.
Good stuff.
And we'll talk about Digimon when we get to the next season, Gouda, because next season I think is when
Yeah.
we'll talk about
Food
Digimon.
Court, I never got around watching it, but even though it was like it's a short and there's only six episodes, I
Mm,
never got around to it. Other than that, nothing down below here. No, that was it.
mm. So
But my gem of the season year, I guess, is still kind of Shoshin to spoil it already. But Dandadan good, Dress Up Darling good, arc emotional relationship wise.
mm,
With some missers like I don't know.
mm,
Some fell a little bit short. I feel like Silent Witch good show, but it fell short in some ways that I'm feeling a little bit hard to just identify in a sense.
Yeah, I think Silent Witch. It was definitely a cut above most of the shows this year. But
Yeah.
I do agree with you. Like, I wouldn't rank it higher than Cleavitress, right? that's kind
No.
of it's kind of hard for me looking at this season because it's like, yeah, Dan to Dan was really good, right? Because it's Dan to Dan, it's well animated. You got having the fun kaiju fight, and we got introduced to the Mecha Man Otaku guy. He's really fun. He's really funny.
His introduction
You know?
was like, oh, what is this fat guy? Who cares about him? Oh no, he's a Chad.
Yeah.
Look at this intro.
He's been here all along. You just never noticed, right? He's always been there. You just never saw him.
Just in storytelling, Retsu, I kind of adore blatant retcons. Like, no, you're wrong, reader. There was this figure.
Is it even? Would you even call it a retcon and not just gaslighting? like, he was there the whole time. What do you mean?
Right in the middle of the frame when we last see. Well,
Go back and watch episode 1 for real. No, but yeah, no, Dan to Dan was really good. It was a really good season, right? So that would be like the normie pick, right, for people, right? Normies are gonna say that. I'll just quickly go through because I've got the list. Why not? So Kaiju, I think. Kaiju was not as good as the first season, which is sadly a theme that I've noticed because Prince had the same problem. So you can kind of talk about them in tandem, right? Because Kaiju, the thing about Kaiju that I liked was the whole talent versus hard work, right?
Yeah.
Because you have the old guy who has no talent. He's working hard so that he can get to, like, even though he's been blessed with this like superpower, right? He's having to work to both control it and be able to, work alongside his younger peers that all have kind of natural born talent, right? And I think that angle for like a shonen series is actually kind of interesting to explore. But in season 2, they didn't really do anything with it. And I think it's just kind of devolving into typical shonen type stuff.
That's not almost really tournament arcs and training arcs, you mean?
Yeah, kind of, a little bit, but not really. It wasn't great. It wasn't as good as the first season, and I have heard that it just doesn't get better.
Oh.
I'll keep watching it. If they keep making seasons, I'll keep watching it. But I have heard from, like, no spoilers or anything, but I have heard from the grapevine that it just doesn't really, like, it and I don't know whether or not it's like editor meddling, right, or something like that, where the creator is just not able to kind of do what they actually wanted to do,
but or just ran out of the idea after they start.
Just ran out of ideas, yeah, and just started doing generic stuff, right? Prince, similar kind of situation where the first season, as everyone knows, we both really praised, right? We were really into the first season of Prince, and then the second season was okay, but didn't really live up to that.
The last
season.
5 episodes were the same fight, and you're just getting cuts to, well, not 5 episodes. That's really too much.
Dragged.
The last 3 episodes were not as bad as 5 minutes Dragon Ball Frieza fight.
It wasn't as bad as that, but it definitely dragged on a lot. And while I did appreciate some of the more like character centric episode, fights and stuff, right? You had like the whole thing with the pork, the pig.
Yeah, I wasn't there for the joke, so then it was like half an episode.
I remember you weren't there for that. You weren't into that. I thought that was kind of funny, but it was. But even then, I did also even think that dragged on it, right? Like I think that's the theme of Prince season 2 is it kind of dragged, and it is a shame because the animation's still really good, right? And a lot of the humor is still really good, and a lot of the stuff is still really good. It's just because I don't know, because they felt like they needed to kind of like drag it out over the 12 episodes. It just sort of, it wasn't as good quality wise, but still an okay show. Shield Hero, the the falling of Shield Hero, right? The 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 quality of Shield Hero
Naretsu, I have a
dropping as they
question
run out
real
of
quick.
ideas.
Because I'm watching Isekai Quartet, which has all these different, I'll just assume
Isekai.
Kadakawa Isekai shows together. There is a thing in the third season of Isekai Quartet where there's this Miko outfit thing, and Naofumi is somehow against Miko outfits in a way, and it has to do with Ratalia in some
it's
way.
yeah, because that was like from season 3, because Ratalia puts on like the outfit, and that's what sparks this entire season with fucking um like the Japanese place,
Hmm.
because she puts on the Miko outfit, and that's like a transgression against the Emperor, because she's actually like a descendant of the royal family and the true heir or whatever, and so they send assassins after her or whatever. And
Oh, all
yeah,
right.
it's yeah, it's yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense in context, right? Like if you knew the context, it would make sense.
Ah, I get the reference. It's because of this.
Yes,
For
yeah.
me, it's like,
But no,
why
Shield
does he?
Hero.
I
But
was just a question.
yeah, why does he? Yeah. But no, Shield Hero was it's been falling. I'm keeping up with it, but it's definitely falling in quality. It's not great. Um, Arknights was really good. The
I don't
Arknights
see
anime
Arknights on
is
this
like
list. Is it? Is it?
the Arknights anime. The Arknights anime is really really good. If you like, even if you don't play the game, right? It's a pretty good adaptation of like the first arc of the game, right? You can watch that and get pretty much the entire first arc of the story from the game without much trouble. Like maybe a few like bits left out here and there, but for the most part, it is pretty solid adaptation. Nakatashi was really good, quite funny. You know, good lewds, fun times, good show. Let's see. Dr. Stone continued. I thought that was okay. That was fine. Not much to say about that. April Showers was kind of a standout. It was pretty good. You know, nice little romance. You know, it was quite fun. You know, it was all right.
Mm-hmm.
Milky Subway was also really good. You know, short little YouTube show. You know, quite good. But definitely Cleavertress was the fucking standout. Like definitely, like, because that was one where it was like I went into it. I think one of the reasons I was super into Cleavertress is I went into it kind of expecting, oh yeah, this is just gonna be like an okay kind of like fantasy thing, right? It's gonna be kind of budget, it's just like what the fuck is what the fuck is Cleavertress? This
Mm-hmm.
unknown IP, Ellie, right? This unknown IP coming in here. But 1 hour special premiere though.
Yeah, as always a good.
That's interesting. What's going on here? And then you watch that 1 hour premiere, and I'm just like, oh yeah, we're fucking cooking. Oh yeah, when you're seeing like some brutal shit going on with people's arms getting cut off, the
Yeah.
demons fucking murdering people, and it actually being kind of brutal, right? I'm like, oh yeah, oh they're cooking, oh yeah, and they did in fact cook. Yeah, because it not only did it like have that kind of dark, gritty element to it, it actually explored some really interesting ideas around, okay, what does it mean to actually be human, right?
Mm.
What does humanity actually mean? The like pursuit of progress and expansion being like a fundamental trait of humanity, right? And then in the final arc of it, kind of then going into the importance of narratives and story, right? Because you have the book kind of influencing everything, and Cleavertress kind of figuring out, oh wait, there's the story, this narrative, as some people would say, a grand narrative, right?
Ooh.
That is influencing the world, right, and causing things to happen through these books. This is intriguing. I'm going to continue looking into this, right? And I think that concept is fascinating, right? Is very interesting. But of course, some people, weeb group, are unable to appreciate such, high level concepts because they want fucking found family dragon maid nonsense in their gritty fantasy show. Yeah. It's all in good fun. It's all in
No,
good
no, I
fun.
like
Okay, I'm just
some.
joking.
I
I'm
like the
just joking.
show, and I like. It's a small thing, but in every flashback, it's VHS quality upscaled to DVD quality
Yeah, that's correct.
on your 1080p anime
But it
quality.
shows. I think it's good because it shows like that. Like, that's an artistic choice, right? That's a very interesting way to kind of portray that. So
It's
if there was one show this year that I think everyone should watch, it's Cleavertress. Like everyone should at least give that a chance, right? Even if you don't end up liking it, right? I think it is definitely worth the chance because I was really blown away with how good it was. I was not expecting it to be as good as it was. Really fucking great.
yeah.
So before I spend the next like 30 minutes glazing Cleavertress again, time to talk about the currencies.
Yeah, I
What's
mean,
going on?
just my
We're back.
favorites
We've come
to
full circle. We're
to
back at
to
fall.
to balance you out,
We're
Retsu,
back.
I'm just going to say City the Animation, if you want to watch an anime and have a good time, City is a very good show to do so with. Other than that, there's nothing below here. Alright, that's good.
Yeah.
It's called No Freaking Way, but I'll just call it Moody. Moody is it's funny, haha. She gets a harem accidentally and she doesn't want it, but gets one anyway. Good kind of exploration of social expectations, relations, etc. Other than that, Call of the Night is a favorite for me. Dan, of course. Call it a normie choice, but good show is good show.
Last season was real. Yeah, last season was real packed. It was a real
Dress
good
Up
season
Darling
last
upped the
season.
quality with the animations and the small character flares they gave every a lot of scenes. So they're genuine upgrades.
So time to cap off. Kind of cap off. There is a couple of like stragglers, right? That are still going.
Yeah, should we?
I think it's safe.
We should go back to. We should move to our weekly discussion first, or should we do it in this screen?
We'll just do it on the screen.
All right.
We'll just go because screw it. I guess I'll go kind of first. Okay, let's cap off some of the like the lesser shows before we talk about the one that's probably going to take up the most time. So Hero Aka, it's over. It's done. It's finished.
Hero Aka over here.
The show is done. The manga is done. Hero Academia is over. Ellie is finished. I remember when the manga ended, and there were a lot of memes, right?
Yeah, like he was a cock and a whatever.
Yeah, he's a cock, and he puts the fries in the bag, right? And so I'm gonna have a controversial opinion. I thought it was a pretty good ending. I thought it was alright. I think it was actually not as bad as people were making it.
Of course, it wasn't.
It was actually pretty okay. Because so basically, what ends up happening is right. So after kind of the last episode was sort of like a decompression. Let's tie up some loose ends, right? You have the Fire and Ice Guy's family issues getting resolved. You have Deku kind of, having an interview with the last surviving member of the villains, and the villain's going to write a book or something. There's going to be some stuff going on with that maybe. But it was mostly, we got to tie up the loose ends, wrap everything into a nice bow. And this episode was kind of like the epilogue, right?
Yeah,
so we're going like 5 years in the future, right? Everyone's graduated from the school. They're all doing their hero stuff. Deku's working as a teacher, right? And he's helping the next generation out, even though he's quirkless, right? He's doing his best to help everyone out. There's a few jokes about how he's not strict enough on the kids, right? He gets chastised a little bit, but it wasn't really like how it was described in, like, I don't know if the manga, like, because this is the thing, right? I feel like perhaps some of the memes, right, that came out could have been just because I haven't read the manga, right? It could be just because of the format and how it didn't translate well through the manga, right? Because in the anime, it was more presented as like a kind of like not, oh, you're shit at your job, right? Type thing. It was more a, haha, yeah, that's just how you are, but you got to work on that. You're still, got to improve, right? Kind of thing. And as someone that has done tutoring, right? I just one of my past jobs, right? I've done that. Well, I do that. Do that is one of the things that I do. Kind of relatable, right? I kind of get it, right? I can see where it's coming from. And so we kind of get sort of like the setup for like the next generation, right? Where you have this other kid who's got like kind of a quirk that everyone thinks is worthless, and he bumps into Deku, and Deku's like, "Yes, you can be a hero, right? You can."
Yeah.
Same thing that All Might did for him, right? You can be a hero, da 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 da. Big in front of the big statue of everyone, and it's all good, and you get and overall, I would say, yeah, to cap and end on this long running shonen, I think it was pretty well done. I can't really think of anything to super complain about with it. I would say it's a little bit of a cop out to be like, okay, he's lost all of his quirks. He had to sacrifice all of them to kill the big bad, right? He's quirkless again. He's
Mm-hmm.
working as a teacher, right? He's finding his way into a way to continue to be a hero without being like superpowered, right? And he kind of he does miss the hero, going out and saving people with the powers and whatnot, but you know
Can't have
but then they
everything.
kind of are like, oh yeah, but then they're kind of like, oh, here's like a mech suit we made for you. You can still go out and do hero shit. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did that. Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what they adapted Gouda, unless there was like a second. Yeah, become Iron Man, literally. Um, but basically, yeah. I don't know if they adapted the entirety of like, because I don't know. I think there was like some extra chapters that the guy put out. I don't follow them,
Nah,
but
yeah.
I feel it was a bit of a cop out because you had this kind of like, yes, he's powerless, but he's still able to kind of be a hero type vibe in the theme,
It
right?
didn't feel so. I'm getting from you. It didn't feel like you don't need a quirk to save people thing. It was he was.
Yeah, I think it undermines like the thematics of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it undermines kind of the theme of, yeah, you don't need to have a quirk to be a hero, or you don't need to have a useful quirk to be a hero. Anyone can be a hero if they work hard, right? Type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
But then you have, oh, don't worry about it. We all pitched in, and here's like a $20 gazillion mech suit with all the powers in it, and you could just use that, and you could still be a hero, right? Or
yeah.
like, yeah, in the traditional sense, right? And I felt like I get kind of why the author did that, because it kind of softens the blow of the ending a little bit. It kind of like makes it a bit more palatable, I think. It's like fan service, I guess, in a sense, right? It kind of makes it a bit more palatable, but I feel like it does undermine the messaging a little bit.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me
Um,
of Orb, I guess, where main or main character, first main character dies 3 episodes in, but his presence is kind of felt through the whole series, and his death meant this thing, and he kind of shows up as a hallucination, and has a whole thematic thing. Ta la 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 la,
mm,
and then he shows up in the next episode. Like, and I'm like, what are you doing here? Your role is
yeah,
done. I don't need
yeah.
you. You're missing a.
Gouda's kind of adding some context. Yeah, I think I kind of agree. Like if they'd gone with like the original, yeah, he didn't even get the ship sail until yeah, okay, I see. So I'm guessing kind of like the mech suit stuff was like after the action. Yeah, okay. I think that I have a feeling what happened was the original ending came out and it did not get received very well, and so he's like, oh, I gotta fix this, right? And the fix for it is, oh, he gets an Iron Man suit, right? Which, I mean, okay. Um,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
again, I feel like, yeah, I think that. But overall, to kind of move on, because I have been yapping about it, right? Hero Arca as a whole, I think is an okay shonen. I think it's okay as like a modern, you know, I wouldn't say it's as good as a Big Three or is the Big Three, but I think as like the next generation, right? I think it was really pretty alright. I think people shit on it a bit too much. I mean, I've shitting on it a bit because there are some like writing things with it where I kind of feel, yeah, that's kind of meh, right? It's not
Something
great,
about the
but at the
hospital, the
same,
quirkless are the bad ones for something.
yeah, oh yeah. Well, then there's the whole like he gets like fucking 6 quirks or whatever. Like he gets overpowered and power scaling becomes a bit of an issue. But you know overall it's okay as a show, right? In a
Mm-hmm.
series, like it's not terrible. Um, but I do, yeah. That's my main kind of takeaway. Is like it's
Yeah.
not terrible. It's not great, which is going to be maybe a theme of the show.
So
Um,
let's I'll pick one of my shows, and I see a bunch of shows that I should say I'll put on
yeah.
considering. Just one of my shows. Where's my shows in this huge list of shows that I've
Well,
not?
just get rid of all the stuff that you didn't watch, Elliot. Then you'll
Yeah, but
see all the
then
stuff
your
that.
shows will also disappear. Look, here's your goodbye, Hero Academia, and your trash show.
Well, I could talk about my whatever. It is fine. It's.
Anyway, let me talk about Isekai Quartet. Isekai
Oh, I'll talk
Quartet
about
was
that
a
in a minute, Gouda. I'll talk about GFL stuff in a minute. I'll let Elliot. Show.
Isekai Quartet was a funny show and had funny jokes, and there's
Yeah,
still one episode
it was
remaining.
a funny show. Full
I
stop.
laughed when
Next.
when good characters are talking to each other and interacting or whatnot. I do want to for what it matters. I rewatched a little bit of the first season, and there were like some things, some hints of to the mechanics of the world that hasn't been brought up since. Will they pull that out of the bag? Aha, this old scene in season
Ah,
one is relevant right now, or is it? Oh no, there was a funny joke. It's a comedy show. We forgot that happened. I do not know, but in all, so many characters, so many interactions, so many funny stuff, and references that I do and don't know, like the Naofumi Miko outfit one, where he's against having Ratelia wear a Miko outfit because of past experience in the actual series, and all the
mm,
other small things.
right.
Other than that, I see a bunch of shows that I ended up not watching.
Not really going for. Right. Well, then I'll talk quickly. So Goda, your V6 the Klukai, that's great. I V3'd the row and I put the ring on her. So there you go. Spent like around 250 something pulls on that. I used up all my Doritos, so I actually have I got like 450 left in reserve in terms of pulls all up. Um, with the collapse pieces. But I decided I'm gonna V3 row. Might go for Jungyu V0 just to kind of round out my electric team, but I'll see how things are looking at closer to the end of the event. Um, but yeah, row, yeah, I went with row, hard rowing, this time around. So, anywho,
All right.
I guess okay. What have I got here? So I did Hero Aka. Trash show is continuing. We're in decompression phase right now. I don't know
Like
what the
last
last episode's
episode.
going to kind of be. Yeah, we're in like guys in the hospital. Give them flowers. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You got to get stronger. Everyone's got to get gearing up for training arc. Basically, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You know, big bad guy is like, oh wow, oh yeah, we gotta find the Watchmen series, blah 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 blah. Right? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, the chores in GFL two, Gouda, are easy enough as it is. Like, I don't have any problem. Like, my stuff's overpowered already, so I don't really need a V6 Kluke for that. And I've got someone else who has a V6 Kluke that I can borrow, so I don't worry about it. But So, anywho, one frame man, did you watch? I sent you a well, I sent a thing in the Discord in the anime chat, like YouTube video of one frame. I put it in anime. Yeah. Oh man, you still there, Ellie? Or you? Oh no, what's going on? Have we lost him? Rip. Are we still? Hang on. I think we lost. I think we lost Ali. I think we lost him. Are we still live? Hello. Yeah, rip. Well, anyway, I guess I can talk about. Yeah,
there,
Blue
there I
Archive Gate.
am.
Oh, he's
back.
back. I was like, oh, where did you go? No,
Oh no.
I want to talk about One Frame Man. Talk about
Oh
One
yeah,
Frame Man.
I was confused. Yeah, I saw it, Temetsu. Yeah, I saw it, Temetsu. I did see it. Why you're asking me?
Yeah.
No, I did see it. And the sad part is that the show is just they didn't have any time. They didn't have any.
I don't know what the problem is because no, they had fucking time because they like what was like what's like. Hang on, let me have a look. When did this came out? This
This
started
doesn't
right.
happen when they have when they're people don't get lazy like this. This is not a lazy thing. This
It
is
premiered in October, right? So when was season 2? Season 2 was in 2019. It's been. I mean, we don't know when it started production,
yeah,
obviously,
that
but like
kind
it
of
could have
thing,
been.
right? How many
But
animators?
like, but
How much money did they have for how many animators? I don't believe that this doesn't. I mean, not that I'm an expert or anything, but this doesn't feel like oh they were lazy and bad at their job. This felt more like this is the most we can do. This is the we draw the keyframes and we don't have any time to do any in betweens or any edits or quality control or anything. We just have quickly the raw
it's
product and that's all we can do.
yeah, it is just really bad. Like I can't like I'm not gonna like mince words about it. Like I'll put like the clip. I don't want you to bring it up, but I'll link it in the chat.
It's a pain to
For people
bring up
look at.
in OBS
It's
like
a pain.
that.
It's a pain to bring up. It's a pain to bring up the Twitter videos. So I'll just go if it'll work because it's a fixed link, but it should be all right.
Mhm.
But basically, it's like the one frame man joke is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy how accurate it is. And it's a shame too, because I mean, like the plot and the actual like story side of it is fine. It's good. It's all right. It's the jokes are okay. Like it's fine. It's just really badly animated. It's just a slideshow. That's the problem. It's a shame. But yeah, I think it's got one episode left. But I could talk about it next time we stream.
Mhm.
I guess if I remember.
Well,
But
we're
overall, yeah,
like
not that
out
great.
for 2 weeks minimum, so or 1 week minimum, I
Yeah,
would
we're
say.
gonna be out for a bit after this. We're gonna be because we're doing Christmas stuff and we're gonna be doing family related stuff. So we're gonna be away probably till January. So
Mhm.
I guess what have I got left? I've got okay, we'll do Last Boss and Dusk last. So Hands Off our band.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. I'm gonna make sure you can work out while your leg is injured. We'll do special workouts. We
we're
need to fix your ass. We need to. Your ass is underdeveloped. We need to fix it. You need to do special stretches for your ass. All right.
it's
Very
almost have the has the same. I mean, it's kind of late to say it now, and especially after 11 episodes. Um, this feels like a Ruby Rock where yeah, it's all fun and educational, I guess, but the subject matter isn't that interesting to me. And
I can see that. I can
big
see that.
women, the big woman in shirt and jeans cannot save Ruby Rocks just as much naked ladies in this show cannot save a boring subject matter.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna finish it obviously. I mean, it's a
I'll
short
watch
show
the
anyway,
last
so it's not a
episode
big
because I
deal.
already watched
Yeah.
11 of it. And it's a short show,
But
so.
overall, though, because again, we might not get back to it because break.
Mhm.
Overall, though, I mean, it's alright. The Itchy's well animated. It's kind of fun. I did track down the manga actually, so I might give that a read
I
at some
suppose
point.
the manga would be more
Um,
fun, I think.
Maybe I'll have to look. I'll have to look and see what the manga's like
But
because it
I
could be interesting to see.
Etsy show of the year is panties for me. Please put on panties,
Mm,
Takamiya. So
mm, mm, mm. So, but yeah, no, it's well, yeah, it's okay. That's the best I can say about it. It's fine. If you're just after some short, itchy stuff, it's fine. So Digimon, as I believe Goda was mentioning in the chat,
I know
Digimon's
I've
been
done.
good. Digimon's been really good. We've had some fun, big emotional plots, big fun, big fun stuff going on in Digimon. It's been pretty good. I think this has been a very interesting. It's interesting to me because, like, if you think about this in terms of like generational, right, and especially since I've been watching older, right, like the kind of shift in the issues that it kind of talks about, right, because the last like well, not the last episode, but like the 2 episode arc we had kind of before this last episode was all about kind of like societal issue type stuff where it's like, oh, if you do the bad thing, you're exiled from the egg, and like how that kind of can fuck people up, right? And you had the father who was a greedy bastard. Yeah, he wasn't a good person, obviously, but the daughter is the one that's suffering because of that, right? And how that kind of affects things and how she views herself and her Digimon that's like this like shadow creature that can like mind control other Digimon, right? Is like a reflection of herself, right? And there's some interesting commentary to be made about that. And I think it can kind of tie into like where we're at kind of in a society, because older Digimon, right, was about, you know, these kids, they go to another world, you have an isekai situation, they have an adventure. It kind of tackles some stuff, like you have like the one, the divorced family, right? Matt and Ty, right? You have the divorced family, there's issues around that. They have, their own kind of problems. You've got kind of the kid that, what's her name? One of the kids is like, her mom is like very traditionalist and very strict, even though she wants to play soccer, right, and be more tomboy-y, right, even though, Japanese society, women need to be woman, right, type stuff. There was interesting commentary around those sorts of issues, even if it was a kid's show, right? And then as I've been watching other Digimon series, right, you kind of get the same feeling, right? Like Tamers is more about, governmental surveillance and the issues around like how that can be used wrong, right, and bad things that come from that, as well as tackling some other kind of issues around different things. And I have been watching Frontier recently a little bit, which is the one where they kind of like tune into the Digimon, which I never liked as a kid, but whatever. I've been liking it now. That's also dealing with some interesting kind of topics. So it is interesting to see Beat Break kind of be a bit more, oh, the world is kind of fucked, right? There was a disaster. You have the eggs that have like the either like the good people in them, and then you have like the lower rung of society in like the slums or the medium tier housing, right? And then they have to like work hard to get into the egg or prove that they can go into the egg, right? And then you have the Digimon factor of it, kind of tying it, like there's like the AI eggs that turn into Digimon based on that particular person, right? So there's a lot going on with Digimon Beat Break that I quite like, and I don't know how many episodes it's getting. I think it's continuing into next season, so
Let
I'll
me go
definitely be talking
back.
about it more.
This doesn't
It only
say.
says 11. Yeah, it doesn't say. It just says that. So I assume it's going to get like another. I think I remember reading it was going to get 52 episodes. So we'll see. We'll see how it kind of progresses. We did get introduced to one of like. I wouldn't say. I don't know if I'd say they're antagonists, but we got introduced to one of the like 12 or like the 6 fucking like big boss type trainers, basically, right?
Yeah.
That showed up, and he's like all obsessed with like strength and fighting, and he has like a fire Digimon, and he's like super fucking like, oh, fucking fight me or whatever.
Big power, strong
Big
survive.
power type stuff, yeah. So it is interesting. I've been enjoying it. I'm going to continue it. We'll see how it goes. Right, last boss time.
Yeah.
And
That
I'll let you speak a
too.
little bit.
That girl is getting more suspicious by the minute. Every time they want to talk about what that Demon King was saying, she goes, "Oh yeah, other by the way, there's this other thing right now we're going to talk about right now."
Yeah, let's and we did kind of get an idea. I think Ellie. I have a feeling. Okay, so my problem with this episode is I feel like it does kind of lay it on a little thick, because you have the conversation where they're basically just flat out confirming, yeah, she's like an avatar of the goddess.
Yeah.
Right, without actually saying it, because they're like, oh yeah, the goddess can like possess people and like be like she controls people, so be careful who you trust. Ha ha. Could be anyone. No, not the suspiciously goddess looking girl with the blue hair. No, couldn't be her. Right, couldn't be her.
No, absolutely not.
So the TLDR is, yeah, they go to find, I don't remember what the name of her is, but like
Yeah.
the green haired girl in one of the pictures, right? Who was a human. Turns out she be dead.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She become grandma and die. Kind of interesting. But left behind kind of like child angel girl, right? As kind of successor. Big barrier around the whole like homeland of our big boss girl. They destroy the barrier to try and lure her ghost, I guess, that's been keeping the barrier open out. She doesn't show up, but then they go up the mountain to big, like, the home, basically.
The
And
estates.
I did kind of like the little gag of like the they're like, we have to destroy the how dare they do big racism against our
Our great
lord.
lady.
I like the goat guy's kind of funny. I do kind of like the goat guy because he just keeps fucking up and getting scolded.
Yeah, I do
He keep,
appreciate him being a total loser actually. An incompetent.
yeah. He's like, uh, look, I destroyed the barrier. That's totally what you wanted, right? No, you dumb fuck. Because they're just doing things without like thinking about the consequences of what they're doing, right? So it's kind of funny. It is
I
kind of
do,
funny.
and also another funny part of this joke, explain jokes. I know. Oh, this is where you grew up. What a grand place this has been, my lady. We will revere this place forever because you were raised here, my lady. Oh
Well,
no, this
actually it kind of sucked because they were big racist. Oh well, time to
time to
nuke it.
the terrible, despicable place. We should burn this place to the ground this very instant, my lady.
It's like, no, stop, you dumb. Please stop. But yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, it's quite good. It's quite good. So we find, so the big lore drop, because the ghost does show up and it's kind of like, hey, let's, so here's the deal, right? Here's the skinny, right? The goddess is a prick. Goddess is a
Absolutely.
prick, right? We hate the god. All my homies hate the goddess, right? You were trying to do shit, fuck up the goddess, right? Trying to defeat goddess, big problem, right? But oh no, there's these dragon things that are like sleeping, and if the world feels threatened, but whatever that means, oh no, the dragons wake up and do big dragon things, right? We have one dragon sealed away, cool. Big dragon sealed in mountain, cool. But there are other dragons, and your other subordinates have gone off and are protecting other dragons. But
From
then there's
waking
one
up.
dragon that is possibly the moon. Yeah, there is. Yeah, stopping them from waking up. Big seal, got to seal them, right? But there is one dragon, possibly on the moon, or is the moon, right? Bahamut,
Who knows?
Final Fantasy reference, right? Is the moon. Yeah, we'll figure it out when we get there, right? But you try to do defeat goddess thing, but then you get defeated by human thing, and then now you're back, but you don't have your memories of what you were trying to do, right?
Because
instead of it
asshole
being
goddess decided to
yeah,
keep you down and
decided to
place another personality on top of
put someone
Lufa's.
else inside. And I did like how our guy did raise the question, well, why me, right? Why
Mm-hmm.
did she put me, the person that authored the whole thing, right? Like orchestrated in the game, right? Orchestrated the events of the game. Why put me in the body of my character instead of just some random fucker off the street, right?
Because
Wouldn't it
this
be wouldn't it be more in the goddess's favor to put some layman in the body of our girl who has no fucking idea what the fuck is going on in order to like continue like the confusion, right? Because
because
now that it's
this is my
yeah.
speculation, of course. It is because as a video game player, you are following the scenario,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
This is a guy that already played the game as the developers intended,
Mm,
right? So
mm,
he is actually the perfect person to place on top of Lufa's
mm,
in
mm,
real life Lufa's, because he
mm.
already embodied her and he is already following the rules of the game. He doesn't need any
Yeah.
motivations to do otherwise really.
And of course, this leads to him coming to the conclusion, well, fuck you.
Yeah.
How dare you fucking put me in the body? How dare you do this to me? You fucker. I hate God. Again, all my homies hate the god. all my homies hate the goddess. Fuck that goddess.
And also
So
again, Dina, the super stealthy girl, is there when they're walking in through the estate, and he's reliving Lufas's memories, and then she immediately goes, "Oh, don't listen to those memories. Don't go remembering stuff. That's bad for you.
yeah, yeah. Don't. Yeah, you could lose yourself and not be
Don't
you
go
anymore, right?
remembering the stuff from what Lufas did. That's bad. You know." Sure.
Yeah. So, and then we kind of do get like, okay, the adventure will continue. Maybe, who knows, right?
Well, the second season
Didn't really.
was announced and some stuff. So
Okay, yeah. Because I was gonna say, because I don't know if you've got bot going because I have a picture. Well, actually,
oh
no. You can just bring it up on the stream if you go to the one where it's like the big wide picture where you see all the characters
yeah,
and
they're
stuff,
like
right?
there's like this character. Oh no, you can see my
Yeah, you
mouse.
have the girl up in the top, the vampire girl up in
Yeah,
that top
not
corner there,
shown
right?
for
Who is
one
she?
five two
You see her for
seconds.
like one frame. Yeah, she's
2
like
seconds
one frame.
airtime.
She's allegedly fighting one of the Zodiac people, or no, the astrology girls, right, or people, or whatever, right? She said
Mhm.
implied big things happening, big war, vampire war, right? She's so mad, she's gonna get revenge on our girl or whatever, right? Um, but no idea who she is. So yeah, season 2 happening. That will be good. I'm down.
Also, this
But
this key aim, this visual right here, where she's kind of punching the glass and it's breaking. That is kind of what she's in her situation, right? She is trapped underside this
yeah,
other consciousness, and
yeah,
or it's like the goddess scenario breaking through the goddess scenario. Anyways, breaking
yeah.
out rebellion.
It recontextualizes that image a little bit. I also find that other image funny because you have like the demon guy, like the fire demon guy who we
Hmm.
see for like that one episode, and then he gets killed.
Also,
See him,
the other demon is killed, so
yeah, in like no time. Yeah, it's funny. It's quite funny. So yeah. I feel so overall to kind of move on so we can talk about Dusk, right? It's all right. I think this is all right. I will continue to meme about it being Overlord at home, right?
it kind
However,
of is
I will
deviating enough.
however, yeah, I was just about to say, however, I am interested in where it's going to go because it has posed some interesting stuff, right? Like this idea of this goddess, right, who is manipulating things behind the scenes and doing like scenarios and trying to having the world kind of run in the way that she wants, doing all these kind of like weird type things, and having a character who is trapped in this body that's not theirs as the consciousness, while also having possibly the original consciousness inside the body, them merging together a little bit and becoming like a new person. There's interesting elements going on here, right? Like, it isn't like I'll meme about it being Overlord at home, but it really is forming into its own show, right? Compared to Overlord.
I did like the same. Just one highlight. When our main character, right, is on the cliff edge in contemplating, thinking about contemplating. It's late, and I have a sore throat. He's contemplating his motivations, and then childhood past Lucas, which he has no influence on, kind of metaphorically shows up next to him, and then at that moment when child Lufas, which has no connection to game Lufas, shows up next to him, quotation marks, they now share the same motivation of killing the goddess. So it is like a confluence of they both different people, both Lufas now going in the same direction. So there's it's wrong to say passing of the torch, but there is a we agree on this goal. And she even current Lufas looks at illusionary child Lufas and goes, "Ha," with a fond smile, like we're in this together kind of thing. So the goddess kind of failed in this whole plan to trap her underneath, so etc. etc. Nah, man, they're both in the rebellion. Although he has to learn more about her to gain the abilities and powers and history and all that stuff.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's good. I thought it was pretty good. I think it's a pretty good show. I wouldn't like. It's not amazing, right? But it's okay. It's fine. It's a solid show, solid time, and I'm interested to keep going with it. So we'll see what season 2 brings. Right. It's been a bit of a time.
How was this hero in fashion illustration? What the?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of those, and they've always been there. They did a bunch.
I never saw these.
Listen, the creator of the show clearly has a waifu, okay, and they want.
So they made 12 of them, 13 actually.
Made 12. I mean, some of them I think are references. Like some of those look familiar. Different outfits. But anyway. All
right, key visual.
So the big finale, the ending of the big show of the
Naretsu, you said a lot of.
It was alright.
What's your score? Because you were saying if this final episode, it will determine how you feel.
I gave it an 8. A solid 8. It was okay. So I do think it was rushed. I feel like the final episode was a bit like they had a lot of loose ends to cover, and I feel like they did about as good as they probably could, but it still did feel kind of like, for instance, you have like the scientist guy, right? Who's the big, he's actually a bad guy. He's trying to find Toa, right? A big, he's having a fight with the priest looking android, right? And he's like, aha, oh, now he's burnt to a crisp. In the span of like a couple of seconds, right? It's just yep. He's and what was his motivation? I regret finding the hack, and I actually loved Toa as well. And then he dies. He turns into a fucking roast crispy because very graphic actually. He gets pretty fucked up, not gonna lie. It's kind of brutal. But at the same time, yeah, very rushed. because it's just
I
like, oh, yep,
kinda.
it's just kind of like my problem with it, right, is like it just kind of feels like, oh, all right, that's that loose end done, bam, done, next thing, all right, next thing, next thing, next thing, right. So it didn't really like we didn't really have a lot of impact with it because it's like, oh, okay, he's just the scientist guy that found the hack, and because he found the hack, he feels guilty because of stuff, and now he wants to find Toa so because he actually loves her and wants to apologize or something. I don't fucking know, right? And that's the problem. That's the problem. Is it's so fast. There's no like, oh, he's burnt to a crisp now. Okay, cool. I guess. All right. There's no impact to it, right?
I kind of disagree. Um, I feel it's not. I don't feel like it's rushed. I feel that now that we are getting into like history of characters, we just don't know why they are doing all this. It's. I
Yeah, I
feel
think that's part of the problem. Is there wasn't enough. A big theme with the issue of the show is it almost feels like there needed to be two shows. Like you needed to have like this feels like the sequel to a show that doesn't exist, if that makes
yeah.
sense, right?
And for
Like,
me, Naretsu, different opinion.
mm,
I kind of like it. I kind of like getting this glimpse into a world that already existed. I don't know who the person was that she burrowed this reflective net of, but these characters know, and they. It's important that this net exists and that it's borrowed and all that stuff, and for this reason. But I don't
mm,
know. I don't need to know the specifics of it. I just appreciate the history behind these interactions that we don't get to see. And even you said, Naretsu, that he feels guilty. I kind of didn't read that. I kind of read it more as he loves Toasa, and
mm,
this is the guilt is kind of an excuse. It's not about.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, yeah.
Well, but she says that it's fake humility. Like, oh, I
Mm,
feel so
mm,
guilty about all this. But Naretsu, he hacked another girl to you know, he hacked the other girl, and I I was thinking, Naretsu, where did I? Oh, wait a second. You know, if somebody has these three red dots in their eyes, they're hacked.
mm,
The
mm,
librarian has three dots in her eyes.
mm, mm,
The one that suddenly went crazy and was burning her own books and stuff.
mm,
Why would she be so infatuated and suddenly go so crazy? Well, I guess if you just program her to love him and love books more than anything and would kill anybody that would stand in the way of that. If you would hack somebody to
mm,
do that and that shows up as three dots in their eyes, ta-da, done, mystery solved.
mm,
So he's not his oh, I'm so sorry about finding this hack. It's terrible, a blight upon humanity, and it's all my fault. I'm going to keep doing it anyway, though.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't think he's guilty at all. Feels guilty at all. It's just his obsession with. I would. I don't know. It is speculation on my part, but it's
Yeah, I
speculation that.
feel like the issue is that it's more like, okay, you have to kind of separate two things, right? You have to separate the fun being able to have fun speculation, oh, what if this, what if that type stuff, versus, okay, what is the actual show, right? What is the actual text? And I guess my issue is, yes, I can like hypothesize all these fun little like fan fiction, type
Mm,
scenarios as to what ifs. But at the end of the day, because the show felt like it's lacking a lot of that context, which can work, right? And a lot of that, like a lot of shows are even built around, like, I mean, let's use like Digital Circus for instance, right? Digital Circus, the YouTube series with the clown and the pommy
Yeah.
or whatever, because I've been watching that too, right? That is built around, and they even kind of made fun of that in the most recent episode. Where like I don't know if you're watching it, right? But
No,
like,
I'm not.
they have a whole episode that's kind of like, oh, we actually have, I have a way out of the digital circus, and here's like all of this lore and backstory and all of this stuff, and it's like it's presented as like, oh, there's like pods, and it's like VR, and you're trapped in the pod, but if we can get the administrator keys and press the button, we can get you out of the thing. But then it all turns out to be a have. It's a game. The AI is playing a game. And because one of the characters has a panic attack and hits the stay in the VR button instead of the get out of the VR button, the AI is like, congratulations, you made the correct choice to stay with me because you love me, and da-da-da, right? But the whole thing to me felt kind of like a play on people coming up with these like theories as to what's going on, right? And because they present like, oh, here's like a bunch of answers or possible answers to the thing, right? But then it all ends up being not real, right? And the whole like point is it being real or not, might not be the thing that matters. So it can work. I just feel like in this show, if I'm thinking about it like from, okay, it does this like, to me, it doesn't elevate the show. It just kind of leaves me like kind of unsatisfied, I guess. And that's probably why I'm like viewing it as rushed, right? Because to me, it feels more like they had too much they needed to cover. So they had to tie up the loose ends as quickly as possible in this last episode. So yeah, maybe that's the difference. Because I get where you're coming from. Like I do get where you're coming from, but I guess I'm just viewing it from maybe a different angle, right?
Sure.
Of like, okay, what is the quality of the show on its own, speculation and fun theory crafting aside, right? What is the actual quality?
No, I do want to say it's not that I was writing anything or taking notes or anything.
No.
I was just, hey, wait a minute, that librarian girl has 3 dots in her eyes. Oh, that means she was hacked.
Yeah, could this be related to?
And then it was like, oh, that means that he was hacked. That makes him a very worse person than initially thought. So everything that kind of just gives a filter to all his action, like, all right, he is selfish and is willing to manipulate and violate people by hacking their moral code, basically changing their personality to fit his ends. So when he's saying about, oh, I'm so sorry about finding the hack, I don't believe it. He's just lying, and because I believe that he's lying. He's just an asshole that wants Toa near him, and that makes that kind of changes. That doesn't makes this not really a loose end to me. It makes his motivations very simple, and and gives me more context for his previous actions, because I realized, oh no, he's been doing this for a long time. That doesn't for me, not him a sudden out of nowhere villain. He has done this before.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yes, the death scene and his antagonism is only like present in the last 2 episodes, but looking back in that sense, oh wait, he's been an antagonist for like 5 episodes actually. That makes this build up towards this end far more of a gradual curve than a sudden he's a villain and he's dead.
Right.
So that makes this not rushed to me. And
all right, no, I can understand that. I can get that. That makes sense.
So one thing we might agree on. I very much liked how this blend of the two girls and one android.
You have like 2 fights going on at the same time,
and it's interesting
because you have her. because they're both like switching between each other, and she's having to like converse with both at the same time. I guess for context, so basically what's happened is um the artist girl has
Amuro.
had her
Amuro.
consciousness put. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
been put in the sword android girl, and now they're having to do like a fight.
Mm-hmm.
And what's happening is they're kind of both wrestling for control, right?
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
both want to fucking kill our android girl for different reasons.
Well, they want both
Well, not
to
kill her, but like one
get
doesn't want to necessarily kill her, but like again, you have like this,
answers,
yeah,
get her out of the way,
yeah.
and or answers from
Please,
her.
please, why can't you love me the same way you love, da
Why
da da
can't
da,
you just
right?
tell me? Why can't you give me answers? Why aren't you away? Why are you standing in my
And then you
way?
have, why did you fucking leave? Fucking, I want to kill you, right? And also in the midst of this, our man had his heart ripped out, or his
Yeah.
core, which was kind of crazy, and now he's kind of dying, I guess. I don't kind of like how, and I'll kind of get to this when we get to kind of like later on, right? How like the injury system of this doesn't make sense to me, because he gets his heart ripped out, and I guess that's bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's still connected. Technically, I guess it should still be running, right? As a mechanic, like it's not like she crushed it or anything, right? She just rips it out. How does okay? But now he's running out of energy, I guess. Like what is the what is the mechanics of this? Like maybe this is an autism thing, right? Maybe this is an
Maybe
autism
you
thing,
are now looking
but
too deep into it.
maybe I am. But no, but I just don't, because again, like okay,
So
let's just continue with the fight,
I
because
can
this
maybe I
doesn't
can
make
maybe
my complaint
alleviate
doesn't
it.
make sense until later, right? So
All right.
the fight kind of goes on, and they both lose an arm, and they're like, oh shit, big fight, and then the big emotional
Mm-hmm.
stuff happens. They have their clash. Oh, I guess she's a fuck nugget now. the blade girl gets her arms cut off and disabled. Yeah, end of fight. Big bad. Then we move on. So our android girl saves our guy by taking her own heart out and connecting the two and transferring energy. But again, so Ellie, this is my problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
First off, okay, he gets his core ripped out and he's losing energy, and that's, I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah.
what's happening, right? Again, I don't know. She does the same thing. She rips her heart out and like uses that to like jumpstart slash reboot his heart and transfer the energy. But if she did the same thing that happened to him, wouldn't her heart also stop working like again, maybe it's an autism thing, but to me, it kind of takes me out of it, because I don't really understand like what's happening, right?
So
Like why?
I
Like
can
yeah, like maybe
I
you can help me here.
so basically I see it as the heart has the special blood in it, right?
Maybe that's it.
Yeah,
I don't
and the
know.
heart has the special blood, and if you rip the if you rip it out, it will just lose the blood, leak out, radiate out, whatever. Um, so you lose the stuff, and you have to replenish it. Otherwise, you die. Systems shut down. Flash memory gets deleted because there's no power, and that's the the memories part, right? So if she does the same but connects it quickly and then transfer stuff, the remaining stuff, yeah, that would then, and also this blood can heal yourself, right? It heals stuff.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the self-healing stuff, you can't heal yourself and you die. If you rip it out, but if you quickly replenish it, then you'll be fine. And you cannot do that for your own hearts. Basically.
Again, but I think my problem is it just gets way too complicated when I don't think it needed to be. Like, I feel there could have been a way to kind of convey this, like, because I get what they're doing thematically, right? Like,
Mhm.
they're trying to do this whole thing of, oh, she's sacrificing her energy for his, to keep him alive, right? And it is. I will say it is very dramatic. It is very, impactful. Big emotions, big stuff. Right? It's very cool. But I get that my issue is because there's this like question of I don't understand how this works. Right? It kind of does take me out of it a little. Right? And again, it's probably a me thing, right? It's probably a me thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna like knock the show down for it. I just think it's worth kind of pointing out. Like yeah, and it gets even worse because he comes back, picks her up, goes into the facility, puts her in. There's a pod that's like the different pods where all the androids were in. Oh, it's fine actually. You could just because he meets the 1,000-year-old, whatever, the 150-year-old, whatever guy,
Yeah.
right? Who's in a pod, he's in a pod on life support, right? And he's like, "Oh no, don't worry about it. Just put her in the pod. It'll be fine." Right?
So that
Which
is
again, just
like I wouldn't
which
lie.
raises questions. Which raises more questions because why couldn't she just do that? Why couldn't she just pick him up and put him in the pod? Right? Like, what's going on here? Right? Like, again, it's illogical. It doesn't make sense. Right?
So
Like,
I would I can say because she doesn't want to kill original Akira.
well, no. But here's the thing. But now, Ellie, you're just making like assumptions about it. That's the problem, right? Like, the problem is, right? There is like you have to come up with like weird assumptions as to how this works in order for it to make sense. When my point here is the show should just make sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't have to post hoc justify things, right? And that's kind of the issue here is while they're having this like heartfelt discussion about I've been watching you since the beginning and da, 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 da. And I'm thinking the only reason they're able to have this conversation is because the show forced this to happen, even though it didn't have to happen this way, right? I don't know. I'm gonna try not to be as autistic about this, but I just know that for me this is a problem, right? This is a bit of a problem.
So I
But I guess we
know.
could talk about.
I mean, in a sense, right? I can see the writer's hand in this. Right? I'm not blind to the
Yeah,
writer's hand. They wanted to have an emotional self-sacrificing moment. They wanted Yugure to be out of the picture for the two Akiras to talk to each other, and that cannot be if she's conscious. So she has to be unconscious for a bit, and that helps with the self-sacrifice bit. Um, but at the end, they want a happy ending, so she'll be healed. So it is a bit from, oh, he's unconscious, she's unconscious, they're both conscious, etc. It's kind of it's a bit of a trait here and there, and having the old Akira be alive after the show would be kind of weird, so he has to die, and etc. etc. So yes, Naretsu, I see the writer's hand in the sequence of events here, but I like the individual parts of it, so I'm fine with
yeah, I understand that. I get that, but I guess to kind of put that to the side a little bit, I feel like so we kind of basically just get the reveal of he's been he sees you as a kid, he sees the guy as his child, he wants you to do good. And obviously our girl like wakes up after being in the pod for like 2 minutes,
yeah.
just fine, no problems, right? It's okay, nothing wrong, right? That's what it is. And so basically what ends up happening from there is like I think the interesting part of this is like there's like a line where the guy was like, "Oh, stop being a dinosaur, be more progressive, make the hero." Right? And
Yeah.
this again, I remember at the very beginning when the whole like Elsa marriage thing was like brought up, was a thing, right? And we at the beginning we thought it was just like, oh, that's like a weird like evolution because of the time, right? Since the rebuilding of humanity, right? Like a very like a population. And the guy does say like, oh yeah, there was kind of a
Nah,
population
that's
control.
cope. That's a cope.
It's cope. It's cope. No, you see, yeah, it is cope, Ali. You know why it's cope? Because it's the author's poorly disguised fetish. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When he's like, listen, man. You know, I get it. That marriage, that traditional, you know, nuclear family marriage thing, it was pretty cool. I know you get, but you know what's cooler? Having 2 wives, man. 2 wives. You get twice the pussy. All right, it'll be great. You stop being just be more progressive. He literally fucking says in the subtitles, "You got to be more progressive, my man." Polycule, all right. It's called a polyamorous relationship, and it's cool. It's based, all right.
It is funny though, Naretsu,
Okay, but I
because
get it. Okay. I'll let you talk, right? But I get it. Right? I get what they're going for and what they're actually going for, right? Like, oh, you know, relationships can change, you
Mhm.
know, cultures can change. We introduce this thing kind of as a population control thing, but it's also kind of like, you know, it's okay to explore different forms of relation. And that's the whole point of the show. Throughout the
Yeah,
entire show, what
yes.
have we seen? We've seen different types of relationships, different, you know, forms of stuff, right? The whole thing has been about relationships. I get that. That's fine. But at the same time, it really does feel like someone on the writing team or like I don't know who to put the pin on, right? Who has the fetish, but someone's got the fetish. Someone is into that shit because it's like, yeah, the way that's just how it comes off. But anyway, I'll let you go. I've been ranting on for a
No,
bit.
because um I don't know. This is my anarchist speaking in me. Yes, marriage as a system is kind of very restrictive and doesn't really capture the many forms relationships can take. And having, all the government system, laws, tax laws, economic stuff, all kind of enforces marriage as the only form that a relationship can exist, kind of
Mm.
politically in a sense, as in a society wise. So yeah, Naretsu, I would be kind of in favor myself as to abolish marriage in that sense.
Ellie coming out as a marriage abolisher
Yes,
on
like just
stream.
like abolish the system of slavery, abolish the system of marriage.
I mean,
Not
I don't know if I would go that far, but I don't really care a whole lot about marriage to begin with, so I wouldn't really like have much of an opinion on it. But I mean, like at the end of the day, right? I feel like I think detaching it from religion is probably a good idea, right? I think
yeah,
detaching
but
it from
the
having it as an institution, no, having it as an institution where it's like, you know, you can legally join, like for tax purposes, is what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying, right? Tax purposes, you know, asset related purposes, monetary, benefit purposes. Fine, cool. You have the piece of paper that says you're connected, right? That's cool.
my
And you can
my
have like
thing
a
is kind of
you can have a ceremony around that, right? You can have your big fancy ceremony and do all your stuff. And like, if you opened that up to be like, oh yeah, you can get married to like 5 people, right? Like,
yes.
I don't care. I don't care.
So
Do
that's
it.
kind of
You can get
the
men, women, whatever. Cool. Have fun. Do your thing, right?
and that's kind of the
That's cool.
thing, right? That I kind of as a as a radical progressive in this sense, right? Because
Radical progressive,
because
yeah.
how many people
Radical.
actually advocate and say that this is a good idea? Yes, I would think that like for having this partner certificate tax purpose system to expand it to include more than just 2 people would be basically what an Elsha is in this universe, and that would be good
Pretty
enough.
much, yeah.
And
Yeah.
that would kind of
Pretty
also
much it.
immediately destroy marriage as a concept in that sense. So,
Hmm.
but you can still call it marriage. I don't
Yeah, like
care.
I'm my like again, I don't have any like strong feelings one way or the other. I really don't care, but I'm not opposed to changing the system based on, you know, we can try it out. You know, we can try it
Yeah.
out. You know, see what happens. You know, I mean, most countries have opened it up to gay people now, right? You know, it's pretty much I don't even like outside of like the Middle East, right? I know Australia like lagged behind. New Zealand was actually pretty early in adopting it, like I'm pretty sure, and I don't think we've really had any like major problems with having gay
How would
marriage
you
be
even
legal,
have
right?
major problems, really?
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean, right? Like it's one of those things where it's like it's not really a big deal, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
but getting back to the show itself, right? Getting back to because we kind of got sidetracked with marriage talk, right?
Yeah,
Back to
political
the show
talk.
itself. But I get why we got sidetracked, right? Because that is kind of like the whole
Yeah, and
thing.
just maybe but going into more of the what the show wants instead of what our crazy political ideas for the
Yeah, what
future are.
our crazy radical
Marriage
progressive
anarchists are these are.
anarchy and
Um,
marriage anarchist.
yeah.
Put that in your Twitter bio. You're a marriage anarchist.
No, because Akira was already in a transgressive, out of the norm relationship,
Yeah, yeah,
and
non blood related siblings, right?
yeah, so he was already very transgressive in this relationship. So he was already not really fitting in this whole marriage system to begin with. So now he's the boss of the world after the world ended, and he goes, "Hey, this system that existed didn't work for me. Better make a system that would work for the people right
Yeah,
now and other people, and
yeah,
me."
and it'll be fine. It'll be no problem. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
I
It's
don't.
great.
I mean, our main character Akira has a problem with it, but the world really doesn't. The world
Yeah,
already has marriage as a just two people, an Elsha with just people thing. So it's not even that marriage doesn't
yeah, like there was,
exist.
and I mean, sure, that marriage with the blue haired chick and
Green, yeah.
the the green haired girl, right? Of course, that didn't really, work out, right? But at the same time, again, it's like you said, even if it's viewed as being kind of weird, you
Hmm.
can still do a traditional marriage if you wanted to, right? Like
Yeah.
it's not like it's out of the question. It's just
And
there's more options,
to
right?
maybe skip to the end real quick, and then hey, let's do a marriage, but do a special marriage. Like, all right, so you're not even going to pick the marriage option in your own.
Yeah, yeah. We'll get to that when we'll get to that a little bit.
So marriage bad.
So
That's the moral of the show.
marriage bad. Yeah, that's the radical marriage
Hmm.
abolitionist. So basically, what ends up happening is okay, our guy, the 100-year-old guy, he's dying because they used all the power in the pods to
Yeah, yeah.
kill our girl again. Okay, I'm not gonna get autistic about it, but it's fucking stupid. Okay, so just know I think it's fucking stupid. All right, it's really dumb. But
Yeah.
yeah, basically, he's dying. Final goodbyes.
Hmm.
Oh, Toa wanted me to tell you that she loved you. Big cry, big. Yeah. Final moments are in peace, right? Oh, actually, we're forgetting something, Ellie. We're forgetting the funniest fucking part of the conversation. Hey, that owl organization you made was kind of fucking bad, kind of fashy, little.
It's getting trash right now in the past
Yeah,
50 years.
it's getting kind of trash, and he's just like, whoops. Sorry about.
I thought that guy would be good, but he's kind of trash at his job actually.
Yeah, it's just I'm just like it's almost like, hey, you you created Hitler. Whoops. right, right, like oh well. Don't worry about it. I love this is a bit of a problem with the ending too. Is there's a lot of it'll be fine, right? Don't worry about it'll sort itself. Look, Ellie, the problem will sort itself out. This organization that's gone a little bit haywire, right? It is a little bit fashy. Don't worry about it. We'll sort it out. It'll sort itself out. The
I
problem will
kind
just
of
be like
put
solved.
this
Don't
on.
worry about it.
It's kind of I put this more on the writing, I guess. Well, this is it is a fault of a show and a flaw of the show. Don't worry about it. I see that.
Yeah, yeah,
But in a writing technical sense, right? You want an antagonist, and you want a system to be an antagonist and a threat everywhere. You want a threat to be able to follow our our characters wherever they are. It would be very weird if there was a different antagonist everywhere, at every location. So it makes kind of sense to make the world an antagonist in a part. You know, the army, the religion, the church. That's how you do it often, right? The demon
Yeah,
king. So
yeah,
Owl as
yeah.
an antagonist is makes sense, but it doesn't make sense to make them evil because they are, supposed to be
It
good.
doesn't. It doesn't. Well, it doesn't. It would make. It's not like he created them to be evil. It makes sense if it started in good intentions and then become evil, right? That makes sense. The issue is just kind of the hand waviness of like,
Mm,
oh yeah, like because you start thinking about like, okay, how many people are actually employed by Owl? What is the structure of Owl?
yeah.
Why is Owl like, what, like how corrupt is it? Right? Like, how are you gonna fix the corruption problems? Right?
At least the top isn't corrupted because they're like, oh yeah, we really have to deal with these terrible subordinates right now.
Something like that, right? But again, it comes back to what I'm saying about things kind of like not making sense and working when they probably like there's ways they could have gone about this that would have made it work, but they didn't have the time, right? They did not have the time to actually flesh this out. So it's just kind of hand waved away as like, oh, well, what, don't worry about it. I guess,
Well, the
it's fine.
alternative is that we are going into the internal politics of how and how they
Yeah,
work and
yeah,
how it
yeah,
came to
yeah, yeah,
be,
yeah.
and
So, and that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna criticize it, but I'm not. Again, I'm not being too hard on it because it's not like a Metallic Rogue situation, which is what I was going to
oh
bring up
yeah,
later, right?
absolutely
It's like
not.
comparing it to Metallic Rogue because there's a lot of comparison to be made just because of like they are both anime originals. They are both, I believe, anniversary projects from the studio. They're both kind of like
Future
these kind of
sci-fi
futury
androids.
concepty type things, right? There's like Metallic Rogue had the problem of they're introducing all these high concept, big brain slavery, big examination of slavery, all big wars, big thing.
Freedom,
But then they just
dependency,
but then they just
technology,
kind of end it
benefactors.
with like then they just kind of end it with like a wet fart, right? I don't
Mm.
think this ended with a wet fart, but it did. It was I think rushed is my only way I can describe it is like they had to get through all these loose threads. They had to kind of owl is a problem, but just fucking don't worry about it, right?
Not
So
bad enough
moving,
to warrant another season of
yeah,
the internal politics.
yeah. So moving along, the guy dies. The priestess guild shows up and is like, oh yeah, don't worry about it, we'll repair the android girl, but she's gonna lose all her memories, which is kind of sad,
And
right?
Omaru
um
will be fixed. Don't worry about that.
yeah, don't worry, she's gonna be in a coma for a little bit, but don't worry about it. We'll, the problem will be sussed. Don't, it'll
Hmm.
be okay, right? um and then essentially what ends up happening is we get kind of like, oh, here's all of the characters and where they're at now, and again, feels a little bit kind of rushed, a little bit because
Nah, this is
gotta get through all the loose ends, gotta show
nah.
everyone what
This
happened to
is.
them.
I don't feel this is like loose ends. This is. Hey, remember the happy adventures we had, right? A look back. No, this is. I don't feel that we are knowing that the divorced man is now training new recruits isn't a loose end. We kind of would expect that he's still working at Owl,
I don't know. I felt it was a bit. I don't
and
know.
that
But
married and this divorced woman is now doing her own thing away. That
the
we knew
crazy
that.
librarian is selling banned books and or something.
Yeah,
I guess that's not a problem anymore. I don't know.
well, it's still a
So
problem. Bad book. The books are being
I
problem.
guess
I guess technology restricted,
I, don't- I
etc.
you see- again. You see what I mean? But anyway, um, moving a little bit along. They they go to Toa's grave and they have the discussion you were talking about I don't know about having a harem, but I guess we'll do like a special marriage. We're gonna do our own. We're not gonna do Elsa. We're gonna do our own thing with blackjack and hookers, right? Right? We're gonna do our own thing and not worry about it. And you know, and then we have like the happy ending. The artist girl wakes up and they have a
Mm-hmm.
big cry, and it's assumed that they all get married, and big harem, big, it's fine. It's
I do want
fine.
to just mention that Yoyami, the black
Mm,
android, uh, that was fought in the start of the episode and lost her memories,
mm.
is introduced to all the cool androids that we never see
Yeah,
more than animated more than one frame.
and you never see them at all in the entire show except for the flashback scene. Real
We
quick,
see the
right? And
most
it's
animation is ever that we have of them is
oh
like in the
man.
OP where they
And
just
it feels like this is a sequel to a show. Like it's a sequel to a show that didn't happen. You know, it's
it
the
is.
epilogue to this feels like if you had like Gundam, right?
Oh
It's like
yeah.
it's like you had an entire Gundam show, and then this is like an OVA like epilogue to like, oh, what happened in the future after the Gundam show, right? Kind of thing. But there was no
I
Gundam
guess I
show.
could
There
compare it
was no
like
Gundam. The Gundam isn't real.
this. It would be like watching G-Quox as your first and only first exposure to Gundam ever.
That could be a way to put it. Yeah, I
Like,
could see that.
why are we? This feels like a important thing, and they're referencing all these things and histories and stuff, and then
Yeah, but it's like what doesn't what the fuck are they talking about? Yeah.
but even
So,
G-Quox has too many actual explanation of what the Gundam universe is,
mm,
because we see like the
mm.
first
So,
whole how Char took the Gundam and that whole change in the history of all that. That's too much information.
mm.
Yuga does
so
have give way less information than
so
that.
to cap it off, right? To cap it off, so we can kind of talk about the next season.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it an 8. I mentioned that I gave it an 8, right? I think 8 is a fair score for this. I think it was a very solid show, pretty enjoyable, lots of fun. Like it raises a lot of interesting questions about, like you said, marriage and relationships
Mm-hmm.
and exploring different kinds of relationships and whatnot. And overall, I would say it was a fun experience. And I would, I obviously I've had my criticisms, and it might sound like I'm being very critical of the ending, right? But that's just because I did say multiple times how it handles the ending is going to like change the entire, you know, rest of it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Whether or not it was worth it, right? And I would argue, criticisms, granted, it was still pretty okay. It was fine. I will still hold that I felt it was a little bit rushed, but overall, it was good enough, right? It was good enough. It crossed the finish line. Unlike Metallic Rogue, that kind of
Oh
like
no, that didn't cross
tripped.
any line.
That kind of like, if we're gonna use like the running analogy, right? It like got right almost at the finish line, and then the runner just like had a heart attack, right? Is what happened, and it just tripped over and died on the field, right?
Yeah,
This
I wouldn't
actually
say.
managed to cross the finish
I
line,
would
right?
say
This
that.
actually was satisfying, right? It was fine,
Yeah, I mean,
which is good.
I would be more harsh. Like the runner actually started having a heart attack halfway through, and then made it like
Yeah,
another
yeah, yeah,
quarter,
yeah.
and then
Yeah, it
died.
starts having a heart attack halfway through and just like fucking like trips and stumbles the way. Um yeah, very interesting
No,
stuff.
but
So
I'm more positive. I never have given or gave really numbers to shows, but
no, I'm
uh
only using that as like just general
oh yeah,
reference,
like
right?
because you that
It
was
just
set up
makes it
last week.
easier. Like, yeah. But anyway, I'll let you. I'm gonna actually grab a drink, so you can
Yeah,
cap off
so
in a quick sec.
no, I very much appreciate you gonna just because of it's because it's slightly more interesting. I mentioned before, right, that many post-apocalyptic shows uh just have the same universe, the same language, same cultures, the same customs as would as they were 1,000 years before or 200 years before. and but you go back 200 years back in time, and you cannot understand them, even though they're still speaking the same language. The language shift is so drastic in 200 years. You really cannot understand them anymore. How the way you write is different. How we see things, like how many people live in one household 200 years ago would be perfectly normal for your grandmother and grandfather to live with you in the same house as you. So they would raise the kids as well. And that's just 200 years ago without any apocalypse in between. Different language, different way of writing, totally different living situation. Just in 200 years with no apocalypse. And this is my biggest criticism of post-apocalyptic shows of series, that they don't change any culture, and that's this annoying personal annoyance to me. So that this show does have a different culture post-apocalypse is a very good refresher, and gives it like 2 points right out of the gate for just that simple thing. And then the small things like, yeah, marriage kind of sucks. Show that to recognize that marriage kind of can suck actually as a system, and kind of limit human expression and all that stuff. Hey, the show agrees. Show is good for it because it agrees with me. And then it throws Esperanto in it as the language that was once proposed as the universal language. That the ending is Lafin or Lafina, whatever it was. I just thought it was funny. Lafino. It was just funny. Hey, that thing! I know that thing. That's a funny thing.
I know what that is.
Besides all that, I didn't like every single exploration of a different type of relationship in the show. It wasn't always the most interesting. But then there was still cool android fights and post-apocalyptic and then fancy sci-fi technology. So 8.5 because I liked it more than you, so I have to give it a higher score than you, I guess.
Yeah.
9 or whatever.
Yeah, but it gets a big
recommendation for me. If you want a post-apocalypse that actually has a different society ever, then good show. Can I give a score, or I have to?
Let me read
Here,
my
give me
filter.
complete.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I give it a score?
I believe
log
you
in.
should be able to.
I have to log in. I'm not going to make an account here.
Oh no! Well, I have an account because I've been using this as my main tracker for a while. Yeah, big main.
Even an 8.25 to average but to our out. If you want to, I don't care. Give it a 1 if you want.
But anywho,
next season,
big things coming up. Winter looking pretty fucking packed.
Yeah,
just a little bit. Yeah, winter's looking pretty good. It's looking.
Well, let's see, right?
Good.
Because let's get out of the right of the out. We're going to watch Freerun.
Yeah, let's just right off the bat.
Number 1.
Right off the fucking bat.
Let me just go through the key visuals just to. Oh, Halloween! Not sorry, that's the wrong.
Just immediate click that watch button. Right, just immediate slap that watch. You're gonna slap that subscribe and like button, and so.
All right, the key visuals doesn't tell me anything.
So I don't think anything really needs to be said necessarily about Freerun itself, but what I am not happy for is the discourse that's probably going to get fucking started. Because my god, Ellie, people are so fucking annoying about Freerun. Because you got the lefties that are annoying about it. Both sides are fucking annoying about it. I wish both of you fuckers would shut the fuck up, right? Because you got the lefty fucking weeb crew cunts that are like, oh, it's actually not racist, but it is racist, but it is right. The demons are bad because, and then you've got the actual racists being like, haha, the demons are actually black people, ha, ha, it's all about the black. And then there was, Ellie, there was a tweet from a lefty that's like, haha, the demons are actually white people, Ellie. Ha! It's not your race that I'm racist. That you're racist. It's my race that I'm racist. You know, you're all fucking annoying. Shut the fuck up. Let me enjoy my fucking show. Okay, go away. I will be muting your asses on Twitter. Right?
Good idea. Muting people on Twitter.
Mute, you will be muted. We will not be doing this, right? We will not be doing the discourses on the Furins, even though it's going to happen. But that aside, it's it's probably going to be pretty good. I was hearing some rumors that it was only going to be 10 episodes though, so that's kind of
it doesn't give any episodes.
It doesn't say. People were like saying it was only going to be 10, but I guess we'll see what happens. So moving right along, so we've got Hell's Paradise season 2.
I didn't finish the first season, so I can't really go watch it.
I have heard it's okay. It's kind of interesting. Jujutsu Kaisen is another one that I'm not really interested in.
Are you going to watch
Soldier?
Are you going to watch
I will be watching. I mean, I watched the first season, and it was not a great adaptation, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe I remember saying that it was like a perfectly serviceable, ecchi, right? Like the animation wasn't great, but it was okay. So I'll give it a watch. I'll see if it's okay.
Well,
I haven't been keeping up with the manga because the manga was one of the ones that got fucking hit with the fucking manga deck situation a while back. Got all the chapters. I don't think anyone's been uploading the new chapters onto decks, and I can't be bothered finding another site right now. So I'm kind of like, I haven't been keeping up with the manga, but the manga's good. I would highly recommend the manga if people want to actually get into chain. Slave Soldier. It's called fucking Slave Soldier. Would definitely recommend it. Oshi season 3 again.
Yeah,
we got some big hitters coming up this season.
Fire Force, unfortunately for me, is a skip, but you're going to watch it.
We'll get to that in a minute. I guess. Well, we'll do Oshi first, I guess.
Oh,
right. Very, very, very interesting. Yeah, gonna be kind of cool to see where it goes. Obviously people have, because the manga has ended since last time we talked about Oshi, and people were not fucking happy about it. So I am interested to see what happens with the show. It's fun when that happens, right? When like the manga, it's kind of like what happened with My Hero Academia, where the manga ends and everyone starts memeing on it about it being fucking horrifically terrible. And so I'm kind of like, I'm not going to read the manga. I'm going to wait for the anime to catch up. Because it's like you see the train crash like 2 kilometers away, and you're slowly making your way towards the scene of the crime.
And if was it a small bump or was it a total collapse? And
yeah, exactly, right. So I'm interested. I'm interested to keep going with it and seeing if if it's true. Moving along, obviously Fire. Look, listen, Ellie, I'm Fire Force's strongest defender. The strongest. I
know you are, Fire Force.
I will defend it, and I tell you what, when we get to that fucking scene, be interesting to see what happens with that if we get to it. Boy, and there's a moon there, Ellie. That moon's looking kind of familiar.
I said it. I said it a long time ago when Fire Force was suddenly going, "Oh yeah, this is actually like the Soul Eaters universe too." I was kind of like, I was already not into Fire Force anymore, but it was like, are you kind of piggybacking on a more popular series or something?
Well, is it really that when it's the author doing it themselves?
Yeah, because you can still, oh no, the show's not as popular. Better cram something more popular into
we'll see.
Series.
We'll see what. Look, I might be Fire Force's strongest defender, but I will be. If it's shit, I will say that it's shit. Right? I'm not gonna be a glazer. Right? I'm gonna be fair. Right? Your Eternity was one that we skipped already, so that's already skipped.
Tune into
into the Midnight Heart. What do we got here? Looks like a music show.
Radio music.
Yeah, when was all alone one night, he was able to find solace in the voice of a radio host. Went by Apollo. One day, she suddenly stopped broadcasting for explanation. Years later, is now second-year high schooler. Makes it his mission to search for Apollo. Is there something he wants to tell her? He doesn't know what she looks like or even what her real name is, but he manages to get some leads on her in her high school broadcasting club. That's where he meets 4 girls who all dream to get a job where they can make full use of their voices, just as Apollo. And how will their dreams plan out?
So I'm looking at the key visual, right, Naretsu? I see one of them is kind of streaming, making a short video or something, right, on Instagram.
Yeah, one of them is got a tablet, has a hoodie VTuber, maybe streamer.
One of them is on YouTube with the hearts. One of them is like on Instagram or TikTok with that layout.
Guitar. We got guitar player.
Yeah, but the pink haired or pinkish haired girl is in a film or something. So I think she's kind of being a voice actor or something. With actual timing.
Maybe, and then you have news anchor.
So these are four different types of media voice personalities that you can be.
Well, it's a comedy harem romance, right? So I don't know. I'm not super. I mean, it's probably the kind of thing you might be into. You might be the one to watch that one and know how it goes. I'll give it a tentative consideration.
Oh, all right. So yeah, the white-haired girl wants to be a voice actor. Pink-haired girl wants to be a voice actor. What's?
Oh no, we're gonna get copywritten. We're gonna get copywritten. Oh no!
Announcer. So a newscaster basically, and I don't see what girl wants to be. Just like the advisor or something. I don't know.
I think we get it. I think we get it. I think we get the point.
Yeah.
I'll
put it on considering because
I'll give it a tentative considering. If you watch it and you tell me it's good, I might pick it up. But I don't know. I'm not feeling it based just off the visuals and the trailer that you just put up on the screen. I'm not feeling it. So, right, Sentenced to be a Hero. I have heard some people saying this is could be a sleeper hit. It has the 1 hour premiere.
Oh, all right. That is
it clear? Are we getting Cleavitress? Are we getting another Cleavitress? Is it happening?
I mean, this key visual of the whole cast of characters looks cool with the dragon and a poison lens spear.
There's a goblin guy with a well, it's not a Nazi helmet, but it's a German helmet, right? He's got the
big axe, long arms, and military general types.
We got a little vampire. We got a little lolly girl dressed as a vampire in the Halloween thing. So I'll give it a consider. I'll give it a consider. I'll give it a look. I'll give it a look. I'll give it a look. I will watch the premiere. I will watch the premiere, and we will find out. Like, because from what I can gather, the TLDR is heroism is a punishment. Condemned goddess killer battles endless hordes of monstrous atrocities as part of the penal hero unit. Death is no escape, only a cycle of resurrection and endless combat. But when he encounters a new goddess, unlikely alliance sparks of rebellion. So, I like the idea. It sounds interesting. I'll put it on it's a hard consider. Unlike the last one, which was a soft consider. This is a hard consider.
I put it on the plans. Watch it. At least.
So, there was a cute girl in the hero's party, so I tried confessing to her.
Let's see the visuals.
Reincarnated as a mid-tier demon. Ooh. He had one job, crush the hero's party. When he saw the party's priestess and fell for her hard, now this love-struck demon vows to confess his feelings, even if it means betraying the demon king. Will love bloom on the battlefield, Ellie?
I'm not feeling this one, Naretsu.
Well, I don't know. That thumbnail with her looking very flustered is kind of funny. Kind of. Yeah, it looks a little bit. I I like the idea, but I look at that key visual and it just screams generic to me.
Well, this
Right?
art style,
Like the
though, it is like very
uh
odd,
yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, I'm looking at what you're
rough.
looking at. I'm looking at what you're looking at. Oh yeah, he sees her and he's like, oh wow, she's
Oh,
so
so it
cool.
is. So she knows that it's a demon. All right, that changes a little bit.
Hmm. Well, mm,
I'll give it a
eh,
consider just because the art
eh,
style is kind of interesting.
yeah. Yeah, I'll do it too. That's again, that's more of a soft. I feel like I'm probably not going to watch that one, but we'll
Hmm.
see. We'll see.
I
Right,
mean,
Kaguya-sama. There you go. That's one for you.
hard watching because I watched.
Is this going to be the season where they fuck Ellie?
Let me see.
Where are we at in
There,
the
this
Kaguya-sama?
might be the season where they fuck.
Oh, okay, all right,
It's a very funny they fuck though, so it's not lewd at all.
right, okay, but still, yeah. If it's good, it's good. If it's good, it's good.
Ooh, what's
Yeah, I haven't been
this?
watching it, so
Yeah.
I'll be skipping. But
Oh,
yeah,
keep us
you.
prison.
I am sure you will let me know. I'm
I'll
sure you'll
I'll
let me
I'll
know.
ring the bell of they fucked.
You'll ring the they fucked bell, yeah, and then
And
they fuck. Okay. Fate, Strange Fake is back.
yes, for
It's
real, maybe this time. I don't know. Maybe it will be
Yeah,
again one
maybe we'll
episode
get in.
and gone for another
Yeah,
year.
yeah, we'll get another episode. It's gone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll watch it. I liked that first episode that happened, so I'm down. Okay, Jack of all trades, party of none. Okay.
Um,
Betrayed by his childhood friend and cast out of the hero's party. Oh, here's a traditional setup here.
mm,
Once the loyal enchanter is branded by all his former comrades as a jack of all trades, master of none. Alone, he sets out to forge a new path as a solo. His journey sparks explosive battles, deadly rivals, and unexpected allies, and he'll rise to shatter every expectation. The ultimate solo. Rawr. I
if
don't
you go,
know.
Nancy, go look at the key visual with the dragon.
Hmm.
It looks the CG.
Yeah, that sure. Oh yeah, I'm looking at that trailer. That is some CG. We
Well,
are
doesn't look the worst.
real CG,
This
real
dragon
CG
though
hours.
is looking very iffy.
No, yeah, I'm not. I'm probably skipping that.
Keep pressing the
I'm not
because it's already
the
so
wrong
big.
button. It's good that you're jumping around though, because we do. Yeah, copyright, all that shit.
Well, I'm.
If we get banned, we get banned.
I
End of
guess
end of critical critique because we
it
decided
is
to
really.
talk
I'm
about
not. I
anime.
don't want to watch the whole video. I'm really just sometimes to skim.
Yeah, just skip around. No, that's it. No, it's good to skip around because that helps with the copyright. So
this is not looking very
noble reincarnation, born blessed, so I will obtain ultimate power.
I don't see
Noah,
this as
the world's strongest 6-year-old, has been privileged enough to be reborn as the Emperor's 13th. Oh wow! Oh, this sounds familiar.
13th.
What's
That's
more,
even more powerful than 7.
yeah. What's more, he's been empowered with the
Oh,
ultimate level cap cheat skill.
Naretsu. Look at this
Ooh.
quick moment.
Oh, hang on, I got it. Oh, hang on, the stream. Oh, did we get copyrighted? Oh no,
No,
did
no,
we?
no.
Wait. What was it? I need you to
Oh,
the stream
again.
like buffered for me. I can't see. Go
The,
back.
when the boy is raising a sword.
Okay. Oh
Ay,
no.
ay.
Oh
Ay,
no.
ay, ay, ay,
Oh.
ay.
This we have seventh prince at home. Seventh prince at home. We have.
It's too early to
Okay.
accuse. It's too early to accuse.
Character designs. I'm not.
Nah.
I'm not feeling it. This feels a bit derivative.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Anyway,
I'm
this
not.
one I'm not going to even watch the keyframe, the premise and the
Yeah,
thing, the
I'm not.
the
Yeah. What?
thumbnail.
Hell mode. Hardcore gamer. Hardcore gamer. He's a
Dominates.
gamer.
Oh, because
It
he's
does.
using
I'll
low
give it.
level
Hang on.
whatever. I don't.
I'll give it a quick look. Let me have a look. Have a look.
Alright, if you look, then I'll look.
We got to be fair. We got to be fair, right? Okay. Key visual looks a bit meh. Yeah. I'm probably gonna skip that too.
Alright,
Cool.
on that unlock skipped because I didn't watch the first thing.
Yeah, I didn't. So the issue with Undead Unlock was it's one of those like didn't get fucking like I thought it was on Disney or something. It was one of those relegated to the Disney prison, right?
Yeah.
Relegated to it's on Disney Plus. It was relegated to the Disney prison, so I didn't end up like because I could have probably found a torrent for it.
Oh
But
wait,
I
this is
didn't
just a
end up.
TV special, and 1 hour thing. It's not even a
Yeah, I
show.
think it's just a special. Yeah, I from what I have seen, it is actually a good series. Like it is actually kind of cool and interesting, and there's some stuff going on in it. But the issue is because again, it's on the Disney Plus jail.
Yeah.
No one fucking watched it. No one was watching it, right? So it kind of didn't end up getting real. Like, I don't hear a lot of people talk about it, and this, if it's a continuation, then it's
Anyway,
like whatever.
next up.
So My Hero Academia, it's not actually dead. Haha. Well, it's actually kind of. So Vigilantes was like a side prequel thing that like takes place before the main story, and it's like a different character, and it's it's a side kind of deal type thing.
I see some characters that I know from the other series. This trousers guy, this teacher guy, and All Might is in the bottom.
I've heard it's okay. It's fine. I didn't watch the first season, so
I watched like 2 episodes though, and that will look pretty nice, and the animation was good.
My Hero Acad out. I'm done.
You're suffering from the end game.
It's like the conclusion has happened. I do not need any more.
Oh, this one is funny though. This crab-haired, crab-themed character.
Yeah. So
funny that the Japanese is called they're the illegals. That's funny.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, in the Japanese they call them illegals. Yeah, they're not vigilantes; they're illegals.
Anyway, this is a 1 hour premiere thing, so we have to look at.
Yeah. So what do we got? We got playing deaf games to put food on the table.
They look very
Yuki wakes up
in the
to find herself in an unfamiliar manner, wearing a maid uniform and lying in a luxurious bed. Soon she discovers 5 more girls, all dressed the same as her, in this ghost house. Blah 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 blah. Only way to survive is to make it through the traps that lie await the deadly games, full of blowguns, buzzsaws, locked rooms, and weapons. It's hopeless, terrifying. Oh no! Well, everyone except Yuki, after all, this is her career at 17. Do you think that's odd? She would agree, but that's how most people. You can't look. If you want to get those ram sticks, Ellie, you better. Go
There's this
buy those ram sticks.
There's this super soft art style, especially in their eyes.
Yeah, let me have a look.
Oh, just the whoosh.
I've just brought it up myself on my. Oh yeah. Looks okay. Yeah, all right.
The key visual doesn't really do that justice. You have to look skim around in the video because
I'm doing that now. And I kind of see. This could be a sleeper.
I'll put it on a considering for now.
Yeah, I'll put it on a considering too. This could be a sleeper. It could be.
Anyway, here's Factorio Boy.
Factorio Boy. Okay. Is it good Factorio Boy or is it bad Factorio Boy? That's the question.
I don't know, but he is playing Factorio. I assume.
4th son. Just a toddler reincarnate. Okay, so 7th prince. We're getting the 7th prince syndrome, right? 50 million 7th prince shows now.
But he has production magic, and one of the key visuals is him with a bunch of resources or products.
He's gonna create product, sell product, Okay, yeah, I'm not super interested. Skip that one. Trigun, didn't watch the
Oh,
first thing of that, so I'm skipping Trigun.
I never even
Heard it
watched any
was
Trigun, so
it was controversial. Like some people were like, "Oh, it's good. No, it's bad. Oh,
oh,
it's not the
it
same as
tarnishes
like
my memory of the good stuff.
whatever." I didn't watch either, so I don't care. You and
Uh,
I are polar opposites.
I'm
Shuki's
good
high
into the
school.
gambling game to try these high
Yeah,
school
yeah, you're
romance.
always keen. You're always keen for good romance,
I am not
good
really.
good
This is the
thing.
kind of this is the most in depth we ever done. Actually, looking at trailers and key visuals a lot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We don't say we don't put work into our streams here, okay? We put the bare minimum, okay?
I don't
So
know.
yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
I'll
you're
gamble
always
on
keen to
it.
give them a go. Yeah. So then we've got sorcerer. Young man who can. Oh, he's blind. Oh, disability show, Ellie. Disability representation. Let's go.
Oh, I do like this
Young
one
man who
key
cannot
visual where he
see.
is where it's black
Yeah,
white.
he has the goal of creating new eyes with water magic. And just after 5 months of learning sorcery, he surpassed his own mentor and honed his talent as he tried to do a feat that's never been done before. A fantasy about a young man, a blind genius who opens up the world through curiosity and the pursuit of magic. Okay, so I like the blind angle. Look, I know I'm biased because disability, right? I know I'm biased. I know I'm a little biased. You know, I'm a little, like, we got to get that representation, Ellie. You know, we got to get that representation. We can do it, right? We can do it. So I'll give it a consider. I'll give it a consider. I'll give it a watch. We'll see how it goes. Could be good. Could be bad. See what happens.
I'll listen to you what you have to say. I don't think I'll
Yeah, yeah.
start
I'll
it.
give it a go. I'll give it a go. Could be good. The Kamen Rider show is continuing. I'm not watching that because I'm not
This
watching
villainous
that. It
shows.
looks good. Yeah, villainous time. We got
I'm not
villainesses.
keen on this one. Just vibes, I guess.
This is that one Otome game. I played an Otome game like this
Oh,
once.
there we go.
I'm not super interested in that one. It doesn't look super
Ooh,
appealing.
this
So
one looks
uh
soft and
you can't
fluffy.
you can't be in a rom com with your childhood friends. High school boy has a problem. Two childhood friends go to the same high school. They're too cute. They have no intentions, but if they find out that he is the only one looking at them sexually, well, okay, hang on, only one looking at them sexually now that they've grown up, it would be embarrassing. On the other hand, the two childhood friends also have their own secrets. It's too tantalizing, complicated. But
Ooh, the Retsu.
childhood friends are the best sweets. Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Oh. Secret, itchy, and disgust. I like how we've got like wait. Well, there's a teaser that's like got IRL. What's going on here? One of the teasers has. See that one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
bring that
clicking.
up. Oh look, it's I. Oh no, my IRL anime, Ellie.
This is a
IRL
plan for
anime.
me. Higher than the
All right,
last.
yeah, I know, yeah. All right, well, you let me know. You let me know
Alright.
what
Kamui
happens with that.
skip because I've dropped off a
Yeah,
long time
don't watch
ago.
Kamari. Holy Grail of Eris.
Seems like another villainous type.
Daughter,
Noble
ordinary
girl.
girl, sortery, leaving no real steals your fiance at the ball. Yeah, it seems like some typical supernatural mystery historical fantasy.
Oh, there's a guy with a gun over here. Kind of First World War
Yeah, looks.
ish.
It could be alright, but I'm not super interested. Let's go.
No, I'm not.
In the clear moonlit dusk, looks very romancy school. Long legs, deep voice, handsome face. Oh, I think I've seen a few trailers of the. It's like she's like a tomboy
Hmm.
type thing or something. I remember seeing like
This
something about
feels
this on
very
Twitter.
otome coded.
Yeah, I remember seeing this. Yeah, she's
Ooh.
like, yeah, she looks like a man, but she's a woman, and she falls in love with the man, and the man
Look
falls in
at
love
this
with
good big
her. And
man.
yeah, and it's yeah, it looks alright, but not really my thing. Oh look, Ellie, It's time for Torture's coming back.
Hey, I'm putting this on considered.
Hey,
And this one is on
you
a
like
watch.
yeah, you liked Time for Torture. You was good, didn't you? You were a fan of that. That's kind of cool. B Slide.
Oh,
High school girl,
B-sides.
part-time house devoted to her life, idol. Yeah, no, I'm not.
No, it's read further. It's kind of funny.
Okay, and one day ends up being assigned to the house. She then discovers that offstage he's nothing like his idol persona. Oh, okay, so it's kind of like, yeah, all right, I see where it's going. Eh, eh,
He might be a
meh.
slob. He's a happy guy, but he's a slob or
Yeah.
something. I'm not going to watch it, but it's funny.
Reincarnated as a dragon hatchling.
Let me see if the visuals
Mm,
are good enough.
yeah,
No, they're not really.
I'm not feeling it. Not
They look
feeling it.
like Digimon, and I don't like Digimon.
Yeah. Gentle Noble's Vacation. Uh,
Recommendation.
yeah, not feeling that one
Vacan's
either.
recommendation.
It doesn't count. It doesn't count if you lose your virginity to an android. All right, here we go. Now we're girls love, Ellie.
Yuri.
Oh yeah, we got some
Ooh.
spicy key visuals there. Got some underwear. It's looking oh, okay.
No,
It's,
looks like a short, edgy, a short,
yeah, well, it's a 4 coma. It's a 4 coma, and it's 5 minute runtime.
I'm going to give it a
Oh, there's
preempt.
some nudity going on. All right,
I'm giving this like a preemptive skip. I don't feel like this will be interesting enough over time.
Yeah. Dead account. Ready
Demolition
for
Crew?
fight. I'm just skimming the
No.
synopsis. Yeah, nah, I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it.
True, the same.
Yeah, we're getting
Roll
to the
over
lower.
and die.
Roll over and die. Yeah, we're getting to kind of like the
Oh,
kind
she
of
looks very like she's going to die.
oh no.
Oh,
Oh
the
yeah,
Japanese
there's
title's
some.
way longer.
So it's a girl's love I saw in those tags.
Oh, I know this
So
one maybe.
hang on. So let's give this a read. So Flam has been chosen by God to be in the hero's party despite having stats of 0 across the board. All
I
she
know
has
this one.
is the reversal ability that she still doesn't fully understand. Predictably, she proves useless in battle, but she refuses to give up and continues to do all she can for the party. Her playmate Jean, a genius and renowned sage, picks on her at every opportunity and eventually sells her off into slavery. Even as a slave, she's treated as incompetent and persecuted and ultimately thrown to the monsters as bait for her master's entertainment. Flem is left with two options: take up the cursed sword and inevitably brings death to its wielder, or be eaten by the monsters. The moment she chooses to fight back is when the reversal of her life begins. Okay,
Retsu, I
okay,
heard about this show, of the series, I should say. And
Oh
there's
yeah.
some, oh look, it looks kind of happy sometimes, and sometimes it's going into deep, eldritch horror beneath the
Oh.
surface, personality-wise.
Oh.
Some
Oh.
deep, dark
Okay.
undercurrent surfaces from time to
Well,
time.
I will consider that one. I will put that in the
I'll go
consider
start
pile.
watching this one because I knew of this show years ago, and now it's like,
Well,
hey, it's a
you
bad.
let me know
Mm,
if I don't end up watching it myself. You let me know how that
yeah.
goes, and
Well, it's like it
we'll come back
starts
to that.
8th January, so oh sorry. Um, we'll
Yeah,
probably have like
it's a
1
little
week.
bit in the future. It's coming out a little bit in the future, but so that's fine. I mean, it'll probably be out by the time we get back, because
Who knows?
Invisible Man and his soon-to-be wife. Looks
I'm
like
going to
a
skip
comedy
it. The
romance.
premise doesn't
Yeah.
look interesting enough for me. The next one also. Oh no, it's okay to be under 30.
Oh, he's 29. Oh no, he's my age. having spent his childhood in the slums, now he enjoys a peaceful, carefree life. One day, during a quest, he ventures into the dungeon. Young girl, partially eaten by the weakest kind of monsters. Having been abandoned by her parents, no place to go. So this seems like found family, daughter, eaten monsters. He's 29, big. Oh, I'm getting some of those lolly vibes.
I'm getting cute children vibes.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'm not gonna watch it, but yeah, maybe it's gonna be
Champion.
Champion Witch.
The mushrooms,
Story
not
follows a dark
the
forest
title.
telling. Yeah, dark value who fear black witch, poisonous mushroom witch. But nah, I'm not. Nah.
Laundry show. Hey, look, learn about all the different how you do your laundry and know actually how to do laundry.
Season 2 of something I didn't watch, so I don't care.
Megalist.
Misanthrope teaches class of. Why do I have that one skipped already? I don't know. Maybe it
got
came up
late.
at some point.
I don't know.
I don't know because I already had it skipped. But scary show.
Sorry, I skipped over scary show right away. Sorry.
Well, it looks like that. What was the name of that one about the girl who sees the ghosts and she can't react to the ghosts? She's not allowed to react to the ghosts.
something.
Yeah, this feels like that, except it's a lolly instead. Although I will say, if you look at the PV on that, the thumbnail looks pretty. She's about to punch the fuck out of a ghost. I think I remember seeing a PV for this or something, and it's she punches the fuck out of the ghosts or something. She's based. She sees the ghosts. Yeah, she sees the ghosts, and it's not
Bam.
It's not oh, I have to ignore the ghosts or whatever. It's no, she just beats the shit out.
Might be funny. I'll give it a consideration then, I guess.
Yeah, she's it's got kind of a funny thing. Yeah, she's
anyway, this one is an immediate watch. My Moody show.
Oh yeah,
my Yuri show.
Oh yeah, it's the cool.
Oh, I have to only wait one season to watch continuous show. 5 episodes.
Look at that.
Damn. Just 5 episodes.
Maybe it's a short mini season. I don't know. Oh, okay. All right. Digimon Beat Break continuing. Obviously. Racing car show. Not watching. Don't really care.
No, not watching.
Demon King's daughter. Demon King's daughter is too kind. Don't really care. Pokemon. Don't really care. Isekai office worker. The Other World's book department. Bean counter. Not. Dark Moon Blood Altar.
What's this one? I'm going to go through some key visuals or something. Oh, it looks like a
which
boy,
one?
Otome. Oh, the Dark Moon.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Darwin Incident is one that is getting hyped. Apparently it's kind of what's the show that it reminds me of? Do you remember that one that was all about terrorism or whatever? It's the two brothers or whatever, and they're doing terrorist attacks or something. I can't remember I can't remember what it was called.
I don't know what. No.
Something or another, but I believe this is something about environmentalism, monkeys, discrimination, society, big terrorism. You got Barack Obama looking man, chessboard. I've heard this one's getting hyped. People been talking about it, been seeing it on the grapevine. So I might put it in the grapevine, considering just on word of mouth.
I'll give it a skip for now, at least. Let's see.
We'll see what happens. Blue Orchestra season 2, don't care.
No.
Curse of the Book of Thingy looks like a mystery kind of detective vampire thing.
It is. I mean, Silverlink. I know the studio that did some fun stuff, but
Yeah,
detective shows are hard to do
yeah,
right.
they are. You've got cross-dressing drama, love polygon, romance show, June of the
Hanakimi.
Witch.
Hanakimi is a classic. I read this manga
Mm.
years ago. I'm going to
Well, there you
watch it,
go. Yeah, there you
and I'm going
go.
to skip
Good.
the detective show.
Scum
Sure,
of the Brave. Don't really care about that. Hell
didn't
Teacher.
watch the
Didn't
first
watch.
one.
It's Fire. Legend of the Phoenix. Edo period drama.
Nah.
Daily life of a part-time
I already
tutor.
have a
Oh wow,
partnering
look at that.
show, torturing show. I
Yeah.
mean,
Anyway, I'm falling in love with you. Season two.
season
Season two of
two,
something
season
else.
two, and
Sound of Heroes.
now we're entering the
Yeah,
week.
now we're in the real trenches. Samurai Troops. Something that doesn't have a description. Beyblade. Eulogy for Fist of the it's Fist of the North Star thing.
Just
Got something. High school thing. Cardfight Vanguard. Theater Darkness, and then just kitty stuff. So all right, that is the season.
yeah,
I will change my marked filter to get rid of skipping stuff. And let's have a look at what we got. So, Frieren, Chain Soldier, Oshinoko, Fire Force, and Fate and Digimon are my confirmed watches.
yeah. For me, it
Um,
is Free Run Oshinoko, same. But then we skip over to Kaguya-sama, Fate, and then it's Time Torture, Roll Over and Die, Muri,
Yeah, and
Hanakimi.
my considering list is Tune to Midnight, Sentenced to be a Hero, Cute Girl, Death Game, Sorcerer, Blind Boy, Roll Over and Die, the Scary Girl one, and Darwin, and that is pretty much it for the season.
I have planned Sentence to be Hero and You Cannot Be Childhood Friends, or you Cannot Be in a Rom-Com. Those are planned, I guess, as stronger. And then is considering the radio audio show, Confessing, Cute Girl and the Heroes Party, Death Game, Polar Opposites, Sorcerer, Clear Moonlit Dusk, and Kaya-san-chan are considering. So that is still 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2.
So I
3,
would
4.
say pretty packed. We have a pretty packed season here. I think it's pretty good. Yeah.
I'm going to put this on my
we're gonna have a lot to talk about when we come back in January. we're gonna have a bit to talk about. I feel.
Well, if I'm just going to put this on, say, countdown real quick, and we'll be I can talk about Kaguya, Muri, and probably Sentenced to be a Hero. Well, those will be airing the day off, so maybe you would be able to.
I'm looking at the schedule. So the first new thing that shows up,
Sentenced to be a Hero for
really...
me. I on my list though.
Oh, hang on, I went too fast. It thinks I'm trying to DDoS this.
Oh no.
Skip. I'm just going through and skip because I'm using the schedule to do it. So I'm looking at like the days. Outcast season 6. So on the 4th of January is when Sentence to a Hero comes out. So the first thing that is new happens on Sunday, the 4th of Jan.
Yeah, so that's what I meant.
So
you might be not able to talk about the new show if we're doing in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Could be all right. But we'll see kind of what it's looking like. And then I'm just having a look. So if I go to Sunday on the 4th and what comes up next. So Monday is okay. Oh yeah, there's a bit coming out. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how we go. There'll probably be some stuff to talk about.
At least I got my Kaguya-sama, I got my Muris.
Overall, overall, I would say pretty packed, pretty interesting. There's a good mix, right? There's a good mix of returning shows and a good mix of new stuff that we've not seen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you've got the heavy hitters that are a lot of returning heavy hitters, but also some pretty interesting new ones. I'm keen to see what Sentenced to Be a Hero is like. That seems kind of fascinating. As well as the Blind Show. But anyway, so I guess that's it for critical critique for the year. I guess we're kind of
Yeah.
done. We don't have anything else to kind of go over. It's been a good year, I'd say. We covered some fun stuff. We had some laughs, had some technical difficulties as always. Some fun times.
Yes, it is.
Don't know. Yeah, we'll have a plan for what we're gonna do by the time we come back. Haven't quite figured out. Like we might do, since we might not have a lot of anime to talk about. Maybe we could cover one of those longer videos we've had sitting in the queue for quite a while that have been sitting there for a while. It might be fun to go over. But anywho, I guess we will.
Yeah, I'm just going to
call it.
quickly the shows that are still continuing on for the moment.
Literally just One Punch for one more episode, because One Punch is one more episode,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
probably Digimon, and that's about it, really.
Well, I guess I was
and
also like
probably,
Isekai Quartet, but I didn't include it over here.
Yeah, and Gachi-chan, and of course, Hands On, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Hands off.
It's been fun. Hope you guys have a good New Year's and Christmas. We'll catch you guys in January.
Somewhere.
Sometime in January. We don't know when, but sometime in January we will re-emerge. It's not going to be like last time. I can't remember what year that was, but we disappeared for like 6 months.
Just because we didn't feel like it.
We disappeared. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We'll try and come back in January. So we will catch you guys next time.
Later.
Bye.